Story took its toll. Thought I would've grown off the beaten track to become a better man. Sinking in the sand. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? Emptied out my soul. You've heard it all before. Honest, but I know. Left these years ago. I was young and almost still could fill the void. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done. Thought I would've grown off the beaten track to become a better man. Sinking in the sand. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? Emptied out my soul. You've heard it all before. Honest, but I know. Left these years ago. I was young and almost still could fill the void. We don't need the past in our lives lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done. Out in the unknown, story took its toll. Thought I would've grown off the beaten track to become a better man. Sinking in the sand. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? Emptied out my soul. You've heard it all before. Honest, but I know. Left these years ago. I was young and I almost still can't fill the void. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done. Out in the unknown, story took its toll. Thought I would've grown off the beaten track to become a better man. Sinking in the sand. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done, what do we do to love?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Realms of Awakened Essence, Season 8, Episode 12, Preparations. Acerak, what are we planning? What devious deeds are you planning?
Dear boy. Oh, that you will have to wait until after the humans have what is called holidays.
Oh, I like holidays.
Ah, yes, you may like holidays, but I.
What do you like the Grinch? You're still you're the Grinch over here.
I do not like holidays. No, I will not steal your Christmas. I thought that was a bad idea, and I told the Grinch so.
Yeah.
Alright, well, without further ado, let's bring in our cast, and Acerak will call you in just a moment.
Yes, my dear.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Please wait.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Realms. I am Dracathio Vergath, your werewolf dwarf person thing. Yes. And I believe there may be someone who has an appointment, or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Where should we start? Let's start with the Dragonborn in the middle.
You.
Oh, hello. I am Oldwin, and of course my brother Hearth over there. He doesn't want to talk right now. He's kind of grumpy. But of course, we're controlled by Gearbox. Howdy. It's me, the funny man, but we're all funny here.
Are you sure about that?
I'm one of many.
You're one of many.
Yeah, one of many. But either way,
Oh boy.
me aside, I may be a scaly friend, but let's go to our other scaly friend that's also a doctor.
Yes. Totally a doctor. It's legitimate.
Uh-huh.
Legitimate, I
Totally
swear.
a doctor.
I believe
The
them.
tie says it all.
I know, right?
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Vess. Yes, I will be playing Dr. Vess, attending Kobold Physician. My name is
Oh,
Chris,
God.
otherwise known as Pi 3.
Don't you mean physician at law?
You know, every time I do the Dr. Vess thing, I almost do Dr. Vess Attorney at Law. Like,
Objection!
yeah, no, yeah, that's in my head too.
Actually, speaking about that, we in our Star Trek game, we actually did a our last episode. We did a court episode.
Oh, cool. Those can be fun.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out on the YouTubes.
I got to catch up on that because I've been watching that campaign, but then I've been way
Yeah.
behind on all my YouTubes at this point.
You're fine. Yes. As I said, I'm Dracathio, not Dr. Dracathio. I don't have a PhD, although I may have to get on you, Dr. Vess, about that and where you obtained yours.
A medical degree in fashion from Paris.
Really?
I hope L'Oreal wasn't your instructor.
All right, and then we have a okay, who's sauntering in here unannounced? Leilana.
Hi guys, it's Meg. I play Leilana, the crazy psycho bitch.
Well,
No.
she is right now.
I also
Again.
play Moogie, the concerned demonic brother goblin
Oh, come on.
thing. I don't
I
know what
kind
they
of
call him
I
now.
forgot where we left off, and then I remember. Oh yeah, fuck.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to go back. I want to go
I
back.
have
I want to go
forgotten
back.
where we left off, so I'll just go with the flow. But
I
I'll
wanna go-
hand it off to the tiefling thing over there.
Tiefling thing.
It's a
Yes,
lot of
the
things
tiefling things.
over there. Yeah, but yeah, I want to go back to
Tiefling thing.
I want to go back.
Okay.
I want to go back to cartoon world. I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, hi. I'm your wonderful storyteller. I play Aya. I play Rags. I play Aestelak. And I'm going to be playing most of the other things in this campaign. And let's see. We've introduced the Dragonborn. We've introduced the kobold. Have we
Introduce the psychotic witch.
and her brother?
Yes.
Have we missed anybody? Oh yes, we have missed somebody. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. No, yes, no. Maybe.
There's a spy among us.
Have we introduced our wonderful captain?
I think we have.
Well, that's the wrong game.
Oh.
but-
Well, you
Oh,
are a captain of a
yeah.
ship.
Yes, Dracathio
Yeah, I guess
introduced himself first.
Here too.
You're a captain of some type.
If we have done all our introductions, AC, do you mind reading the episode recap for us?
Huh? What? Huh? Sorry, I fell asleep there.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Line 3, page 14.
Right. Hang on, dear boy. I am looking.
Did you
Put your
lose
reading
that
glasses on.
Did you lose that pamphlet of the script? We can have it sent over.
It was not in my green pages.
Don't forget your reading glasses. You need those.
How true you are. I hate getting old. I am.
Acerak old?
Of course.
Well, the person playing Azarak is also old, so hush you. All of you.
It only makes
I got progressives. I can sympathize.
I still need to get my eyes checked, so. Realms of Awakened Essence, Season 8, Episode 12, Preparations. I wonder what you're preparing for. The group finds themselves outside of Aya's hometown, but soon realize that Rags is badly hurt. They get onto the ship where Rags is put into the healing bay. And Dr. Veth tries to cure Rags, but ends up giving her the wrong dosage and then putting her to sleep. Oh dear, your medical license.
This is how you lost it.
It's in the mail.
In her bed, Leilana is wakened up by light, and then by fire suppression comes on. And Leilana comes onto the helm and turns everything off in her room. Then she finds out that the cooling system in her room is also turned off. She turns that back on, starts back to her room. Rags wakes up and asks what's happened. She is told, and the rest of the group find out that the crystal that's been powering the ship is at 15% and is dropping quickly. Leilana tries to repower the crystal, but she ends up destroying it. Oh dear. Such destructive power you have, Leilana. When told where to find more, Leilana goes off by herself. Always a bad mistake. Never split the party. Where she gets stopped by Zendrel. Zendrel shoots off a few spells, Leilana responds, and is ultimately knocked unconscious. Dr. Vess, tries to heal her, but that has reactivated the evil inside of her. Leilana throws 2 firestorms at the rest of the party and then departs. A dragon comes and heals 2 of the members of this band who've been knocked out by the 2 firestorms. This is the dragon Shazon, who's gained memories that she was Aya's sister. What will happen on this episode of Realms of Awakened Essence? Tune in to find out.
And we'll be right back after the opening intro, folks. Stay tuned.
together on the edge of the world. Battles all around us like flowers unfurled. One body, one mind, fighting for that last moment in time. We are heroes pushing back against the dark, making way for a brand new start. Here in these realms where the essence grows, making a new path for the light as it grows. Whatever the struggle, together we fly. Stand up to fight now, it is do or die.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome to Realms, and I will let our. Were you sleeping, GM?
Oh, Lord. I
Just a hit of-
swear that virus knocked more out of me than all of you will ever know.
Oh, fair.
But you
Ugh.
had a virus?
Some kind of stomach thing, I think. Hopefully, it wasn't Rona.
Yeah. No, it has nothing to do with Corona, and it had everything to do with what happened on Monday.
Got
Meg.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My husband's fine, by the way.
Oh, that's
Good.
good. Yep.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yep.
Any rate. Good. Uh, so where we start is kind of where we ended last time. We were up in the heavenly realms with Bahamut, Moogie, and now Lady Mary, who's just now busted into Bahamut's room.
Very forcefully, I might add.
Yes. And I believe her last line was, that's not all that's going on.
Let me find my voice here.
Which one?
Bahamut. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
he's currently glaring holes through Moogie. And
Uh,
Moogie is
but-
as small as possible right now.
He's in his goblin form, and just maybe a few
Unfortunately, he
inches
is,
shorter.
He's trying to be chibi.
Goblin, yeah.
Become chibi. No! Don't turn me into a marketable figure! I turned Moogie into a figure. How do you feel? Anyways. Do it.
I am. Unfortunately for you, Moogie, there are no more chances. You've used up all your interferences, and yet you persist. I'm sorry, but this time I'm not letting you go down to the mortal plane and interfere yet again. You have godly duties that you must perform up here. No excuses.
I am sorry, Bahamut. I must insist that he go down. His
He
sister.
turns and looks at you.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow that. He has
Not-
caused too many problems.
Not even if his sister has turned evil.
Even then, I can't allow it. He has already warped the fabric of reality once. I can't risk him warping it again.
Oh. I cannot believe you got. Not even if Asarak is sitting in the city of Anthem. I was about to say Arkham. Anthem. Asarak is doing more damage than Mookie could ever do.
He puts a large claw with like doing the whole pinching the bridge of his nose thing.
I kind of figured.
I am fully aware that Asarak is there. I have felt his dark power. The problem is, Moogie has a soul. If we send him down there, that gives Acerek even more incentive. He'll go after Moogie and Aya both. Do we really need to give him both of them on a silver platter?
There's also one other soul that you might not have thought of. Rags is down there.
Ugh, damn it all. Why
And
is Rags down there?
she wanted to help. I let her. And now Acerek has set his sights on her. You know what she is?
Yes, I know exactly what she is. Give me a moment then. He starts like typing away on his desk, like making random jacks with his claws. As galaxies start swirling in mass around his head, there's stars zipping past, planets are forming and exploding.
Visual spectacle or something.
Yeah, it's like galaxies are just passing by in millennia, being
and Lady
created and dying.
Yeah, and Lady Mary, who's gotten closer to Mookie, kind of leans out and goes, "Nice effects."
How much do you
He
think this
reaches
effect
up with a
budget costs?
claw and snatches a single star out of the galaxies.
Oh dear.
And he looks down at Moogie, and you can see Moogie kind of shrink even more. Like he's only 3 foot tall, but he's now like a foot and a half tall. All right, Moogie, I will permit you to interfere one more time, only for the sake of Rags. But after this, if you fail again, I will lock you away in God prison for the next millennia. Am
Sounds
I
nasty.
clear? Yes, you're clear. I won't screw up. Very well. He takes the star and he
I love this so much.
open your mouth. I can't do that. He grabs Boogie by the mouth and just pries his mouth up and flicks the star into his mouth.
What? Eat the star. Eat it now.
Should you fail again, for whatever purpose, whether by your own hand or Acerac's, this star will trap your soul and bring it back here instantly, where you'll be reformed, but you will be imprisoned as a result. So don't fail. Now get out of my office. As he's like thrown back out the doors by a wave of his hand. You're still there, but Moogie's like in the hallway. He's like shaking violently right now. He is so scared out of his wits.
Meanwhile, in the hallway, you just hear, Will Hendrik Johnson please report to office number 34? Will Hendrik Johnson please report to office number 34? You have an appointment at 6:15. You have an appointment at 6:15. It's just like a clerk sitting in the middle of the room. You know, the telephone lady.
Yep.
Now, Lady Mary, what do I owe the pleasure?
Other than to get Moogie back down to the mortal plane because sister and other things.
I assume you're here for another particular purpose, one involving all the gods.
Well, if Acerek takes over, it will involve all the gods.
And I assume you're wanting a blessing from me of some kind.
Well, Leilana did a really silly thing way back when. She gave me her staff. Her staff of hope and family.
He's rubbing his brow right now. He's big old scaly brow.
All I need is the staff to have put upon it. Is it protection from good and evil? Someone please. tell me that that's the right spell that I'm going for.
I think Dr. Vess has that one.
Which spell? Sorry.
Protection from good
Protection,
and
for protection from good
Yes.
and evil.
Yep.
That is the spell I'm thinking of, right?
It protects you from possession and gives you it makes it harder for
Ah.
designated creatures.
I have got it. Until the spell's end, one living creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: apparitions, celestials, elemental, fae, fiends, undead. Which Acerec is undead. Protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have different variations on attack rolls against the target. Target also can't be charmed, frightened, possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has an advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect. So, Bahamut, I have this staff. I have crafted it lovingly, but it is missing one more thing. The protection from good, evil, and good. It might be the thing to turn Leilana back to her normal, everyday self. And she kind of says that with a question mark at the end of it because she knows what Leilana's like.
He puts a closed fist to his forehead. I suppose that's good enough. We don't need her going, as the phrase goes, nuclear. Thanks to the humans of the other world. They prefer that phrase.
She's already gone nuclear. She's threw 2 firestorms at the party at Aya's hometown.
That's not as nuclear as what I have foreseen in other planes of existence.
Oh,
I'm
lovely.
talking about unraveling the very fabric of reality. She's not got that far yet. Very well. Hand me the staff. And he puts a big old long talon down towards you.
She hands you the staff. It's a very ornate staff. It's mostly made out of wood, but it's got gold runes all over it, and at the very top, it's got what looks like a not a figurehead, but thing that goes on top of the staff, which I do not know what that's called, but it looks like a unicorn's a silver unicorn's head.
Wow. Cool.
He holds the staff in his hand, and it's like just floating there. I suggest you cover your eyes.
Ah, yes.
The whole room begins to glow a faint white.
Mhm.
And at first it's kind of dim, and then all of a sudden, like a universe being born, the whole room flares with a bright light so blinding that even Bahamut has to close his eyes for a second.
Mhm.
there's light coming out from underneath the door, Moogie,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're standing there, and he's just like, and the attendant at the middle desk, the info desk, just looks over at the light and is like, there he goes again, granting wishes. She's clicking away on her keyboard.
Not even looking up.
this crap again.
She's already got the email in her inbox for the paperwork.
You must fill this out in triplicate.
So as the light dies down, the staff is glowing with the protection spell all over it. You can see that the runes have been shifted around to fit on the new runes that'll be there temporarily. And it floats back down to you. That is the last wish I am granting for the next millennia.
Was he gonna take a big nap after this?
Yeah, he's gonna be taking a big nap after
big
this.
long nap.
Big nap.
Both doors swing open. Moogie, get your ass in here now. He meekly saunters to the door. Yes, Bahamut. You're going with her back to Earth, where your sister is. Don't make a mess. Now, both of you, get out of my office before I incinerate the entire galaxy.
It's very tempting.
The little lady comes in, like little gnome comes in holding a pile of paperwork, and she says, "Mr. Bahamut, sir, I have your paperwork all filed here. It's like miles high. It's like swaying back and forth."
He kind of slumps to the right, like against the wall. Damn it all. Put it on my desk and get out of my office.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then like some of the top sheets are like fluttering down.
He is already tired. Like you could see the wish he just granted weighing heavy on his eyes. His eyes are like
Okay, so I'm
1,000 years
going
of
to
sleep.
I'm going to assume that the protection from evil and good is going to be a permanent thing on the staff.
Yes, only on the staff.
Only on the staff.
Yeah. As
Okay.
long as somebody is holding it, they'll have it temporarily, but it will remain on the staff because it was blessed by a god.
Okay, that is what I needed to see and hear, and yay.
The door,
So
both
yeah.
doors quickly slam shut in front of both of you, and now they're locked. There's no way you can just get in. And then you hear loud snoring coming from the room. He is passed out.
Yeah, Lady Mary kind of leans down to Moogie. I think that meeting went really well, don't you?
No,
There's a click
that's
on the
scary.
door. There's a click on the door as the little gnome lady just slowly closes the door behind her, locks it back up, and just walks back over to just like, that was great. That was great. I'm gonna get a promotion. Yay!
Yay!
Well, that
What
was
were you saying?
scary. I thought Issarak was terrifying, but Bahamut's even worse. Ugh. He is
Yes, but
sitting there shaking violently.
yes, but Bahamut won't steal your soul and never give it back.
Oh, you have no idea, Lady Mary. You have no idea.
Well, come on, I've got to get you down to the mortal realm. Come on.
The lady at the desk just kind of points like a knobby finger at the celestial archway and says, "Exit to your left, please."
Oh, it's one of those librarian people.
Librarian
Your exit
gnome.
is, yeah, librarian gnome. Your exit is to your left.
It reminds me of what's her name from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Roz.
Wazowski.
Yeah,
That's
Roz.
exactly
I know
exactly the persona I was going for, but a little bit like more crass. Like she doesn't give two shits about her job.
The godly realm is still a mess. They're trying to get all that crap fixed up.
Okay.
And she's in the middle of it.
So Lady Mary and Moogie are walking out, and Lady Mary looks down at Moogie and goes, "Now, because of this, I still have to work some things on my end because Asarak has just gotten a stranglehold on this realm. I've got to figure out some way to dislodge him. It will be up to you and your friends to distract him big enough so I can dislodge him and, do something."
I'm pretty good at distracting people. I can be
Yeah.
pretty annoying.
Yes, you can. But the other goal here is to rescue your sister.
That's gonna be hard. Your sister and evil again. Facing her is gonna be a really big pain in the butt.
Yes, but I'm going to give you this staff. You must get this staff to her. You must get this staff in her hand.
I know the perfect way to do that. She hates it when I take her things. If I tell her I have it and run away, she'll chase me. Then she'll steal it from me.
That may not work if she's under the influence of Asarak.
Oh, even then, she still hates it when I take her weapons. Last time I took her staff, she almost beat the snot out of me.
What are you
And she was
talking? She
evil
did
then.
beat the snot out of you.
But still, she was evil then. I wouldn't stop her from doing it now.
Good point. And she hands you no, Mookie. You are a goblin. This
Yeah.
staff is huge compared to you.
Yeah, it's. He's only 3 foot tall, and this staff's like what, 7 feet tall?
Yeah, something like that. It matches. It matches Leilana's height. Yep.
Yeah, she's 7 foot tall.
And so, Lady Mary will escort you to the exit. You to it. It's odd because it kind of looks like the old timey elevator doors to walk in.
Right.
It's more like
the
it's more like a subway system, like with listless sliding doors, and it's like
Mm.
next train to the mortal plane. Now boarding. Final
Oh
call.
no, not the old system we used to use.
What? What's wrong with the old system? I like taking the subway.
Have you seen the mess?
Next train to the mortal plane. Final call. All aboard.
And we hop on in this particular.
There's just like a poor little mortal sitting next to you, like on the bench, and as you stated, this train smells and reeks like of
Yep.
things we're not going to mention on stream, but it's like
It smells bad.
New York subway, basically.
It's a New York subway during New Year's Eve party.
Oh God! Don't even.
yeah, and it's crowded, like cheek to jowl, like your face is up against some demigod's backside.
Poor Moogie.
Poor Moogie. Poor Lady Mary, because Lady Mary's also sitting there going, oh.
The
Oh.
next stop is the mortal plane.
Moogie,
Please
you
hold
didn't-
on. Doors closing.
Moogie, you didn't tell me about the smell of this.
I told you it was a wreck. Literally. This is the new system, the new elevator system for the
Mhm.
portals
Mhm.
is broken still. The architects have not restored it yet, so we have to use the old system. Even Bahamut hates the old system. And he's the dragon god, for crying out loud. Imagine how he has to squeeze in here. I've seen Bahamut's butthole. It's not pretty either.
As
No, you're gonna have to say
stars
that.
and galaxies are flying by outside the windows. And so that as you're see the realms slowly appearing up ahead out the window. We'll be arriving shortly. Please make sure you have all personal belongings with you from the mortal plane.
Oh, crap. I think this big guy's in the way. I can't see the doors.
Please hold on. We are arriving at the mortal plane. This is the last stop for the demi-plane. All passengers, please disembark at this time. As the doors slide open and people are squeezing to get out.
Moogie is unfortunately stuck behind this demigod's big booty.
Someone drag him.
pokes him in
Please
the butt.
stand clear of the doors.
1, 2, 3, and Lady Mary and about a few more people who are standing behind this particular person all shove at the same time.
Oi, watch it, mate, you dirty.
We were trying to get
life too hard.
we were trying to get past you and you wouldn't move.
All you had to do was ask. You can't be that mean. Come on
Please stand
now.
clear of the doors. Doors are closing.
I'll move. I ain't that big. Good craigies. He kind of stomps out of the way, like his heavy footfalls make the whole train shake.
He's like an orc.
There you go, out on.
So-
Rude people, even on this bloody train.
This train
God,
is
that's
now
right.
out of service. All passengers, please disembark at the mortal plane.
Bye, rude people. Goodness gracious, great balls of ammo.
That's stupid. I love it. But either
Love
way.
it too.
As the train just kind of shimmers out of existence and teleports to the next realm.
There goes.
He was a lot nicer than I thought he was, even though his butt was bigger than my head.
Okay, let's get you to the group. Come on, let's see. I know how to do this.
I have a question before we do
Yes.
that. Where are we?
One of these like floating signs, like celestial like spark things, floats up and says, "You're above the realms of Pathea. Welcome to the realms of Pathea. Would you like to experience the realms of Pathea? We have a lot going on here." She just kind of like brushed the star away. It floats back and says, "Are you sure you don't want to buy a ticket for a tour of Pathea 3?
I was born here. Ugh.
Love it. I love it. Lady Mary kind of looks, does one side-eyed at the
Celestial kind of like thing, yeah.
the map. Goes, I think we need to go here. And she puts her finger on the map of Aya's home town, but
You have selected, and then you just hear like the little thing kind of floating behind you. It's like, ah, excellent destination choice. I'll get you there in a jiffy. And then there's just a flash of light, and I'll let you continue.
where the rest of you are
Oh, we're still
is
kind of shook.
yes. Let's see. The people who had gone down was Dr. Vess, who's been healed just a little bit,
Yeah.
Tricathio.
and Jacathio. Those are
Old
the
one
two
went
people.
down too. I'm pretty sure.
And yeah,
Yeah,
also
Oh,
went down.
Lady Mary, I have a problem.
What?
I can't go into my demon form.
Well done, Bahamut. Well done. I like that. Must remember that.
I don't have anybody to bond with.
What do you mean you don't have anybody to bond with?
I think Bahamut cut me off as part of my punishment for interfering too much.
Okay.
And unless, you want to do something about that while he's sleeping, I don't think he'll notice.
Oh, I think he'd notice.
Yeah,
In
but
fact-
if you do it, he may not be as angry. I mean, technically, you are a goddess, so.
Technically, yes. We'll deal with it when we see your friends. Okay.
This staff is really heavy, by the way.
There's
What?
you guys materialize on the ship in the transporter room.
Right. Ah! Why are we on the ship? This is not where. Nobody's here.
I told you the old system is broken.
The lights are kind of low, and you see like there's like emergency lighting, like red pulsing lights around.
I
Oh,
haven't
no.
been to this thing in a long time. I have no idea where everything is.
Oh, no. Hang on, Moogie. And she stalks off to where she knows where the engine rooms is.
You see the canister is not in the like the compartment has been opened, like the containment unit, and the crystal is not there, and there's just no power flowing from the chamber. It's just cold.
Oh,
It's cold as ice in here.
Oh, God.
There's a draft.
Moogie.
What happened?
And I point to the now empty crystal chamber.
Oh, what happened? What is this? I don't know how this thing works.
Well, let's see. The ship is powered by a crystal, and I do believe that the crystal went down in power.
Let's see what I've got.
Hang on.
He opens his little baggie that he always has on him.
Yep.
I don't know if I have a crystal big enough for that.
No, but we're at.
The pedestal is very large. The crystal.
We're at Aya's hometown, and I think I remember her saying that there was a seed crystal chilling in the volcano.
Oh no, not that again.
I don't choose the adventures choose you.
I remember that volcano. I'm the one that caused it to go boom. Remember?
And you'll be the one that will make the ship go again.
But what happens if the volcano explodes and destroys her town again? I can't be
Well,
responsible for a second time.
we'll deal with it. As you said, Bahamut's asleep right now.
Okay. If I
now.
get in trouble, I'm blaming you.
Rounding the corner is the familiar sound of, "Oh, hello."
No.
Oh no. No. Not you again. No!
Which one is this? This is Freddy
It's the
Bot or Florence
robot.
Bot?
It's the robot.
Freddy Bot
It's Freddy Bot.
2.0.
I love.
Lady Mary stands in front of Moogie. Freddy Bot, where is everybody?
If you're looking for the rest of the party, they're all outside, dealing with a little bit of a slight issue right now. External sensors are down, because the engine's offline, but my internal sensors are detecting a lot of combat going on out there.
Right. Thank you very much.
Do you need a dose of adrenaline as it puts up a shot? Like a couple needles?
No, I don't. Picks up Moogie.
Along with the staff.
Along with the staff. And we walk out.
Moogie looks back at the robot.
As Freddy just pivots, like floating pivots, and it's like, they could have really done with some adrenaline. As it just retracts.
Looks back at the robot and gives him a raspberry.
And the robot just says, "Oh well," just floats over to the engine and just kind of like says, "Oh dear, this is a lot of damage." And then we cut back to you guys.
Okay, that was close. I hate that robot.
It wasn't me who created it. You know that, don't you?
Oh, I know it wasn't you, but still. Ugh. He always wants to give somebody a shot. Crazy thing.
If you don't take my shots, I'll give you a real shot. Pulls out gun.
Oh, no. No.
That's Frederick. We don't talk about Frederick. He's on another world and another plane doing other things.
Yeah, I ignore that one. I have that. Those are not my problems right
Stop
now.
becoming next season's big bad.
I remember
He's
you
a wolf.
telling me stories of your world, Lady Mary. I want to go there someday.
Well, we'll have to clear that with Bahamut after your punishment is over with.
Yeah, the next million years. Ugh.
Well, in the next million years, maybe humans will learn to love each other.
Let's hope. I'll be right back. I'm being called, I think.
Oh, okay.
And the gangplank lowers. You guys walk out. Scene change.
Walk out. Yep. And see the town in the distance. Now we switch back to the rest of you guys. There is Shazan sitting there, talking to the rest of you.
Next to the inn, or where are we?
You're in the inn.
Oh, he's like poking his eye through the window.
No. Remember, he turned into a tiefling.
I forgot he was a tiefling. It's been so long. Sorry. So he's sitting around the table.
And has changed sex.
Yes, they are sitting around the table.
They are sitting around the table. Sitting next to Aya, and Shazan and Aya are just kind of like they're catching up. Like they haven't seen each other for a really, really long time.
Dracathio scoots out of the booth and just goes back to the bar to get another mug of mead.
Everyone is just in a bar now, Aldo's just sitting there like, I still have 8 health. Because he got revived.
So what are the rest of you doing while Aya and Shazan look like they're just kind of talking about stuff and catching up, and what are the rest of you doing?
I feel like, unlike Oldwin, Hearth would willingly probably drink something. I don't know what he's drinking. Don't know what Dragonborns drink. They're probably adept to alcohol, though. He's probably drinking something hard in the background.
Okay. What is
I am
Beth
back.
doing?
Actually, I think Vess is going to. I'm gonna pull out some of my new tricks I got when I leveled up. Just as out of an overabundance of caution.
Could Moogie have leveled up too, or not yet?
Yes.
He should have.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. But Dr. Vess is apparently in the process of casting a ritual, and he's going around the inn, like chalking like symbols on the wall. He's basically casting forbiddance. Just make absolutely sure this is going to be a safe place for us.
Yeah.
The barkeep, who's like a half elf, looks over to Dr. Vest and says, "You better not be scratching the paint on those posts."
So it's okay. He flashes a parchment for a second. I have a medical degree in architecture. Then he closes it up the back.
And she says, "Medical degree in architecture. How does that work?"
Like, they're
And
trying
she-
to, like, the piece through it. You can see the numbers flying by.
Yep. And she goes back to pouring a glass of for Dr. Vest and into a little vial, and she says, "Here you go. This should help your friend."
Nice.
Oh, is this for Gabrielle?
Yep.
All right.
Moogie is now max level.
Nice.
I'll hold it up.
Nice. I like
I
that.
hold it up, and I assume that Gabrielle will.
So
like,
was
look it up.
Leilana supposed to level up too?
And Leilana already did level up.
What level is she supposed to be?
She was level 19 when she leveled up because she was level 18.
Yep.
Okay.
She's already leveled up, so you've already leveled her.
Yep.
But what Oldwin is doing, though, Oldwin's just looking at his chest, investigating this weird black goopy stuff on him that was forming when he was downed. He's looking at it.
Dracathia returns to the table with two more vials and hands one to whoever has the lowest health and says, "Here, drink up."
Well, I have 8, so. So you hand Oldwin, and he's like, "Oh, thank you, I guess."
He just kind of leans back and just sips on his mead.
I like the idea, like Olden picks like the vial up and it gets covered in the black stuff that's covering his hands, and it's like, "Oh, what is this stuff? Sticky!" He says while shaking his hand a little bit. Eh. Like, no one's acknowledging his like peril in the background. Well, not peril.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Just inconvenience.
So the spell that you're trying to cast, Dr. Vest, does that take 10 minutes to cast?
It actually takes, I think, 20 minutes total if I'm casting as a ritual.
Oh.
It's
Yep.
got
And
a,
it's called
it's got a
Forbidden.
normal it's got a normal cast time of 10 minutes, and I'm casting as a ritual, so it's 20 minutes.
What the hell does that spell do?
It just
Hmm?
makes it hard for certain bad guys to enter the space.
Oh, nice.
Forbid. That's not how you spell that. No, not forbearance. I want forbidden.
Also, I'm gonna make Olden drink the vial. Drink. Heal. How much heal?
2d6.
Oh, 2d6. I need to go get my tablet now. Look what you made me do. Actually, I got my mom actually got me actual dice, but that's until Christmas,
I'll be right back.
probably.
What? Who?
I'll be right back. I just have to get the door.
Give me my dice. Damn it. I need my 2d6.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
What spell is he trying to cast?
Oh, he's casting as a ritual forbiddance. You
But he's
create a
basically
ward.
making the inn a safe place for us.
Right. The spell proves against planar travel, which we're not doing. In addition, the spell damages of creatures you choose when you cast it. Choose one or more of the following: celestials, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead.
I think it's just gonna be shoot. Ooh. I think Vess would choose fiends and undead.
When a chosen enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature takes 5d10 radiant or necrotic damage. It's your choice when you cast the spell. Probably for you, it'll be radiant.
Radiant. Yep.
When you cast a spell, you can designate a password. A creature who speaks the password enters the area and takes no damage from the spell.
I have selected a password. I will distribute it when I decide to tell somebody.
The spell's area cannot lap over the area of another forbidden spell. If you cast forbidden every day for 30 days in the same location, the spell lasts until it's dispelled. The spell
I thought
components
about
are
doing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
the spell components are consumed on the last casting, so the duration is a day.
Yeah. So I'm just casting it so that I'm making the inn a safe place for the night.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
Oh, has Moogie and Lady Mary got to the inn yet, or are they still making their way toward?
Well, since this is going to take 20 minutes for the spell, this is going to take 20 minutes. Just at the time, Vess, that you finished casting this spell,
Okay.
and since you did not designate celestials in your
I did not, and there's for good reasons.
yeah. Well, there's lots of good reasons. One of them being your patron. Lady Mary walks in
Oh.
with a small goblin with a humongous staff. That's what the goblin is carrying at the moment.
Well, the goblin is on her back right now, like a backpack.
Wait. Yep. So that's what you guys see.
At first, though, you don't notice that it's a goblin because it looks like a big green backpack she's carrying.
Big green back there.
He's hooked onto her shoulders like a backpack.
How fashionable.
Lady Mary! Oh, it's great that you're here.
Just don't acknowledge the green backpack.
Well, we don't. I'm assuming Vess doesn't see yet.
No,
not yet. He's looking
not
directly
yet.
at her.
Not yet. Moogie, you do see Aya, and you see an unfamiliar, another red tiefling.
And who is this red tiefling?
This is Shazon.
Ah, Shazon.
Yeah, who used to be a dragon.
He's kind of side-eyeing Aya.
Who is talking to this other tiefling like they're old friends.
He whispers into Lady Mary's ear, "Should I get down now?"
I think it'd be wise.
I don't know. I don't know how everyone's gonna react.
That you're here?
I've been gone for so long. How long are they gonna be angry at me for being gone? Like he's whispering this as low as possible in her ear.
If they truly are your friends, they will understand.
Because I'm gonna climb down now. As he like slowly, you feel him gripping you on various places as he climbs down.
And it doesn't. She does not react.
Hey everybody, I'm back.
Oh my gosh, Moogie!
Yeah, Alduin looks over and goes, "Oh, hi, Moog. Hi."
Dracathio nearly spits out his meat all over, like, across the table. And he's like, "What the Moogie? What are you doing here?"
I'm back, but I'm on a temporary visa. He got that word from looking at it at another planet in a different universe, different dimension. Ignore that part.
Oh, dear.
He's been watching too many other world shows up in the God realm.
Yeah. Yeah, the only person that doesn't really say much is Hearth, as he just looks over and goes, "Huh. Well,
Uh,
Nice you came back.
Dracathio gets up again and goes over to the bar and like throws a couple coins into the barkeep's hand and says, "A round for everyone here."
Give me 1 second.
So he's basically like, the next round's on me, kind of thing.
Fashionable.
Okay.
And
Please continue.
the barkeep is now serving the pouring like multiple glasses of mead or whatever you guys want.
Okay, so hang on. I've got to roll 3 different times because I've got 3 characters. Where is the... Ah, there it is.
No, thank you. No liquid for me.
Can't handle liquid.
She's
Rags.
Drunk Moogie as a goblin is very terrifying.
Oh yes.
Okay, one sees you,
Is he like a gremlin?
the other one sees you. Let's see about she's...
I love the
Oh!
visual.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, Moogie,
Uh-huh.
what you... It's a blur. You see a look over and smile and nod, recognize your presence. Yeah, but it doesn't look like she's having this really intense conversation with this other tiefling. But there's a blur.
Okay. What's the blur from?
The blur is from a 3-foot tall kobold dressed in leather that is going to tackle hug you. It's
Oh,
for
it's that
Rags.
kind of blur. Okay.
Yeah, it's that kind of blur. It's Rags. You're being tackle hugged by Rags.
Oof.
Moogie! Tackle hug! Hug!
The barkeep is like in mid pour and she says, "Please, no violence in my pub."
I'm not doing violence. I'm hugging my very good friend. Hug.
It's
Vess will
loving
go-
violence.
He's gonna join the hug too.
They're the same height right now, currently.
Yep.
Yep. Hug.
And she just goes back to pouring her the drinks, shaking her head.
Oh, can I say I absolutely love the. I love the visual of one of the party members fighting back a drunk Moogie with a broom.
Drunken
That's what's-
Moogie as a goblin is. When goblins get drunk, they become extremely violent.
Yeah, but I love
I
it.
was
Like,
gonna say,
I
I
love it.
want to remember there was a time where there was still civic damage, despite the fact that Moogie was not in demon form.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moogie, when Moogie gets drunk in his goblin form, he immediately goes into rage because he's drunk. He can't control his actions. He goes into barbarian rage mode and destroys everything.
But I love the visual of just Moogie, get off the ceiling, please. Ah! Get off the ceiling. Ah!
Oh,
Pretty
I'm
much.
getting
You're in
bad.
silence.
He's doing
Moogie
zoom.
shouldn't know what a ceiling fan is.
No.
I mean,
But somehow he does because he's been watching
mean-
way too many of those otherworld.
yeah, he came in like a wrecking ball except on a chandelier.
Yes.
I
Thank
came
you.
in like a wrecking ball.
Moogie,
Okay,
please.
that's enough.
We're gonna get oofed.
Yes, we're gonna get oofed. Don't do fuss. So yeah, you've been tackle hugged by Rags. She finishes with a very long hug, but Moogie, you have not been hugged like this in a very long time by anyone.
Sorry, Rags. This is very unfamiliar territory to me.
I'm sorry. It's just it's been such a long time since I've seen you and well,
Blame Bahamut.
oh, him. Right.
Yeah, I have a problem though. I'm kind of stuck in this form.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he crammed a star down my throat, and I can't go into demon form, unfortunately.
Right. Lady Bird, could you do anything to fix this? He's a very small kobold looking up at a very tall, well, not to Ryan's perspective, a tall human. To all of you guys' perspective, except for the other kobold in the room and dwarf. I'm 5'9", average height human. And she looks down at Rex. I was planning on. I just wanted to get here before I did anything. Deliver Moogie because I still have. Unfortunately, I still have my own things. I've promised Dark Matter that I would be back after I finished this little
Ooh.
bit. We've got so many moving parts to this plan that he and I have concocted, and
Plans.
Lady Mary, do you think dark matter could take the star out? I mean, he is a being of another world. So, could he?
we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that. Me just going, maybe.
Dracathio's
To
just kind
myself.
of like looking outside as it's snowing.
It's snowing? Okay.
Yeah, it's snowing outside because remember in that season the volcano turned to a snow volcano and now the entire city's covered in snow. Perpetual snow.
She again puts her hand on top of you, Moogie. And Moogie, you start to feel warm.
What's going on here? This is weird.
That's weird. I love it.
You start feeling warm and tingly all over. And the star, which is in you, it's still there. But it feels like it has incorporated itself into your soul.
Whoa.
Ooh, that was tingle.
Whoa.
And she takes her hand off of you and goes, Bahamut did a wish for me, which is that staff that you now hold. Now you can give that to someone taller, so then you're not, so that it's not so awkward, because that looks awkward when
Someone
you hold.
just walks by, nearly trips over the end of the staff, and says, "Do you mind picking up your?" Never mind. Looking down at Kobold and the small parts of the party, and says, he just kind of walks off back to his seat and is like, why would they give one of those things to a tiny little creature like that? I don't understand. Whatever.
Someone says that, and Hearth does slightly look at them, like, "Hey, don't talk shit about my boy."
What are you
just-
looking at? Like, it's just like this overweight like dwarf in the corner as he turns around like from behind the bar behind Drac, and Drac just gives him like a dirty look.
Just everyone gives him their look simultaneously.
He just turns around and goes back to his meal. That's what I thought, says Drac under his breath.
Hearth looks back to what he's doing.
And Lady Mary says, Bahamut did me a wish, which was to put something on that so then we can help your sister. Now I've given you one. That star is going to stay in you because that was what Muhammad wanted. Yes, it will take your soul back to them, and yes, you will be under punishment. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
What
so does
I
this me not be able to take on my demon form? Or is
What-
it gonna change me again?
it's going to change you again.
Okay.
what it's going to change you into is not a demon.
Oh? What's it gonna change me into?
Something a little less demonic. And
At this
I
point,
will.
Tricathio is a little bit intrigued as he's just kind of slowly sipping his mead, listening.
Ah, yes. Yes. That. Yes. Without the oops. Except I need a picture, darn you. I need a picture.
What kind of picture do you need?
Don't you worry about it. I can find my own picture.
Okay.
Well, not of the other sex. Thank you. Do. No.
Is this gonna have something to do with his blue skin as a demon?
No, actually. This isn't.
Oh, this is an entirely different form altogether. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I've got to see this. I've got to see this now. This is gonna be awesome.
Think. Damn it. No, I can't. Oh, jeez. I'm just looking for a picture. Come on.
The monumental battle of the picture search.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's the bane of all DMs, Leonard.
I should have looked this up beforehand because I knew what I was going to do to you. But I didn't, so you're going to have to forgive me. Let's see if I can find it now.
Tricathio's just
It
watching a
is
bunch
now
of.
pouring cats and dogs out there again. Holy shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tricathio's
Really?
watching outside as like.
Yeah,
bunch of
I can
kids are
hear
fighting.
it. It's hitting the walls and stuff, and there's a puddle forming underneath my window.
Quickly,
Oh.
adopt as many as you can. Animal jokes aside.
Yeah.
I've just sent you something, dear heart.
It looked like that.
Well, that's the race.
What race is that, though? I've never seen that before. Oh, okay.
You don't have to look like that. I just wanted to put that up so then you knew.
So
You
I'm
can.
not blue anymore, right?
Well, you're still a goblin. In this form, you're still a goblin, but when you want to change into your bigger form, the race you're going to be is that. But you can look whatever you want. Huh?
Let me look here real quick while you're continuing to do that.
And she just kind of she grins and she says, "I think you would like this new form, and you don't have to be tethered with somebody, for it will come from within."
Oh, I get what you're doing. You're gonna use the star Bahamut put inside me as a fuel source. Right? Yes? No?
Yes.
Maybe so?
Tricathio's just like, well, what? Like he's so confused right now because he may be techie, but like he's like.
Yeah.
Did
This
he
is
lose
over.
the plot?
He just like
Yeah.
it went in one ear, out the other.
Uh-huh.
Hearth takes a big sip from his drink and goes, "That's actually kind of smart."
What is Alderman doing?
Alduin is like kind of like does stand up like to look what's going on a little better, and he's like, "That's pretty cool." He says, "While still like holding this goop in his hands, not knowing what any of it is."
And Dr. Vess?
I'll actually go over once I finish the Forbiddance and
Oh, well, the Forbiddance is done. So.
Yep, and then greeted Mugi. I think I'll go over to Alduin
Yeah,
and I'll be like, "Hey, so
yeah,
you seem to be concerned about
yeah. I don't
this."
know what any of this is. Does anyone know? Also, wait a minute. You could probably see this, and you know,
I'm
it's
gonna send
yeah.
you a DM. DM. Is this what you were going for?
That was a little bit more for what I was going for. I just couldn't figure out how to get it into Discord. Yes.
Can you send me a copy of that so that I can put it in the character reference image? If the GM will allow it.
When it happens, yes.
Yeah, of course.
And I sent,
yes, okay.
and Trish, I've sent you a DM, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
Just explaining what
As-
this stuff is.
Okay, I was gonna ask, is this because this sounds like I want to say we've seen this stuff before, right?
What? Which stuff?
The black goopy stuff that Alduin has.
Yes. Yes, you have.
Okay, can I do a knowledge arcana check to try to like? Because now
Yes.
Vess has seen it several times. I want to see if
Yes,
maybe
yes,
Vess
you
can figure
have.
out
So
what
go
it
ahead
is.
and roll. And now I gotta find you.
Ooh, that could have been better. I still rolled a 14 though.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'm just copying and pasting what he said to me.
A very similar.
Okay. Okay. And that's kind of what I suspected too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this shift to Moogie happening right now?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, he's still in his goblin
Goblin form.
form.
It is marketable goblin.
So when there
form.
becomes a battle, that's the form he'll shift into.
Can he do this at will now? Like he used to?
Yes. Yes, he
Nice.
can.
Oh, he's gonna do it now.
Okay.
So, how big is this room?
Actually, he's going to get as tall as Asimard's as that particular character get. To be all fair, they don't get any bigger if you know what I'm talking about. About the tallest that he would be able to get is 6 feet 5 inches, which is about 2
Okay,
meters.
that's more than enough room in this room.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Moogie goes into the middle of the room, rubbing his little goblin hands together. How do I do this exactly? I forgot how.
You know exactly how to do this.
I have to call from within, not outside. He closes his eyes, and the room starts to glow faintly. Everyone can see this. It's like the lights
All the
pouring out across the floor.
Yeah,
the ceiling's
all the
starting to light
patrons
up.
are just stopped what they're doing, just watching this spectacle.
Hearth is just going, "Welp, here goes
Lights
Moogie
start
doing
swirling
something."
around Moogie in rapid succession. It's a spectacular light show, kind of like fireworks of white and blue sifting around him. For just a brief moment, the room gets too bright to see, so everyone's like hiding their eyes. And now Aya can see this, all of them can see this, but the goblin vanishes, and in his place stands. Where is it? I need to put it in character chat, right? Or OOC.
OOC.
And in his place stands this
Oh. Ooh.
Let me look.
book, wands, halo, and all.
Wow. Nice.
Well, hello there, everyone. It's nice to
Oh!
finally meet you.
Aldwin looks just like,
Complete voice change.
Mhm.
your voice changed. Cool. The goop is like strandy, like melted cheese on his like
So
hands.
let me roll for her again. Oh Lord, come on. That's better. Shazon, who's been having to, she didn't even notice that you'd walked in as a goblin, or recognized Lady Mary, who now has a humongous grin on her face. She now sees you, Moogie,
You.
and she is quite frankly taken aback.
He turns to her. Greetings, Shazon. It is nice to see you again.
Yes, I know who this is. I've given forbidden knowledge.
And somebody pulled the image up.
On the
It's really
screen.
small.
Oh, you're redoing Moogie. Okay.
Make it fly around.
Oh,
This must come as a shock to you to see me in this form.
from what Aya told me, you turned yourself into a demon. And sometimes even a large, that's in the wrong spot, demon at that.
That was when I had other connections. This is something new. Something that I'll be enjoying from now on.
Indeed. Aya, do you know who this is? And Aya kind of turns around, looks at you, Mookie. Well, I'm glad that the demon is now not there. You know that always freaked me out, don't you?
I had no idea. My apologies for my past form giving you the. He kind of waves his hand, heebie-jeebies.
Nice.
Drac is looking at the window. He sees the reflection, looks at the reflection. He's like, his eyes go bug-eyed, and he spits like more meat into the window.
Stop spitting so much meat in the window.
And he's like, "What the?" Turns around and nearly faints.
I picture Vess is gawking, but I picture what the one who has the real reaction is Gabrielle, like pops out of invisibility and she's just like swooning.
She actually is. She pops out of invisibility. You all see this. She's a. Oh, she's not a fairy. She's a.
She's a
What is
sprite
she?
technically, but
She's a sprite, but she looks like she's a miniature,
angel.
a female version, a small
Yeah,
version
basically.
of what Mag looked of that picture.
Well, hello there, Gabrielle. It is nice to see you as well.
Oh, Habana.
He kind of.
And she just kind of. What you see, Moogie, is that her mouth kind of drops over just a little. And
Now, mind you, he does have his wings folded over, so you really can't see most of his body. But he unfurls his wings a little bit, kind of like that picture. So his full form, like the pants, the billowing skirt, the golden tassels, the armor piece on his shoulder, everything is on display now.
and she's even more going, Habana. Best, you have an incomprehensible Gabrielle right now.
Nice.
She just kind of.
I'm picturing Vess is looking uncomfortable by what's coming over the telepathic link.
Oh no.
Drac
Experience.
just shifts in his seat as you hear like the axe on his back just kind of slowly like shift in like the weight, and then he looks. You see his ocular like implant just kind of go like zoom in slowly.
Whoa. Meanwhile, Hearth just looks over and goes, "Well, now, I guess that's an upgrade."
Moogie turns
Impressive.
to Drac. Hello, Dracathio. Long time no see.
Drax is just like speechless. He's just like he's trying to cover up something under the table.
Hey, hey.
Hey!
I'm not gonna say what it is.
Oh, really now?
He
Is that
spilled
what
his
we're going
drink.
for?
Is that where we're going to? Okay, then. Okay, I'm running down for the books. Don't make me throw the book at you. It's not this big.
Drac just is like he's a little bit unaccustomed to the, let's just say, the manliness that is before him.
Damn. Damn,
It's
Drac.
a jealousy issue.
No.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn, Drac. I caught you in 4K. I recorded the whole thing. No.
DM, I'm going to message you something.
Okay. Any rate, so now that everybody has viewed Mookie in now all of his splendor, Lady Murray, who still has this humongous grin on his face, observing all of your reactions, including Gabrielle's. And with that, I do believe my job here is done. I have safely delivered Mookie and the staff to where it needs to be. I need to get back to Dark Manor because we still have some things that we need to put into place. Please don't get yourselves into trouble.
I will try not to. Oldwood says we're giving a big goopy thumbs up.
Speaking of dark matter, Lady Mary, would you give him a message for me, please? In that really seductive tone that he's using. Oh! Kitty!
Kitty, please.
Jeez.
Kitty posted in the OC chat!
I saw it. No one else look. I saw it. What is your message, Mookie?
If you would not mind telling him, I have to speak to him about a private matter.
Okay.
An urgent private matter.
Hmm.
And he kind of gives you this, like, almost sultry look. Like, seriously sultry.
Okay. Alright. That's fair. She looks at you, Moogie, nods. I will definitely give him the message and your new look. He might be interested. And with that, she turns around. Now the door has been open, and you guys can see the outside of Aya's hometown. You can
Two
see,
kids
like,
are actually at the windows, just looking in, and Drax just banging on the window, go back to what you're doing. Go back to throwing snowballs.
Go back to throwing snow.
This is the funniest episode we've had yet.
Yes. And she turns around and says, I wish you all luck, and hopefully by the end of this, I'll see you all happy, healthy, and alive.
Farewell, Lady Mary.
Farewell, Moogie, and I hope you like that new form.
Oh, I do.
And she turns around, as she walks through the door, but you don't see her go outside. It glows for a minute,
And then poof!
and
Yeah.
then poof. Yep.
It's gone. Just...
And the two boys are back to throwing snowballs.
Vess is going to turn to Alduin and will say, "Oh, also, speaking of dark matter, this whole situation.
Yeah. What
I
about
think
it?
this is dark matter.
He says we're looking at the goop. Why is it so sticky?
It's well, I'm not really sure. I believe it is a magical manifestation of the entity known as dark matter.
Hearth looks over. So that's what that does. Well, he said he
Yes,
could do.
which is potentially good news for you, asterisk.
Like that asterisk.
He actually says that.
What do you mean? What do you mean it could be good? What you said there.
Well, okay, so
Mm-hmm.
speaking as somebody who's gone the entire route of channeling otherworldly powers, this is probably a sign that you could pursue a magical arrangement if you choose.
Mm.
It
That's
means
cool.
I'm guessing it's hard for me to speak for him, but if this stuff is showing up here, then it means that his attention is on you.
Mm. I wonder why he paid attention to me. And Hearth just kind of shifts a little bit.
I'm only theorizing, but from what we've seen of dark matter, he does seem to take interest in beings that shift between dimensions.
Huh.
So maybe that's how you got his attention.
Hmm. I guess that would make sense. He says, "Well, poking it. I think there's more. I think it's coming out of. Did I get a wound on my chest?" He says, "Well, like tapping his foot."
Ooh, there was a lot going on there. I think we all got wounds. I was unconscious for a time.
I was unconscious too.
Dracathio's
Actually, I don't
just,
remember
like,
having this
looking
until I
off
went
and,
unconscious.
looking at a map and he's of the town on the table, and he's like, "Well, I believe there's a seed crystal around here somewhere. Where was it? Ah,
Moogie is kind of looking at what kind of weapon does Dracathio have on his back?
he has a very large, oversized battle axe that is kind of unwieldy for Drac to wield, but he right now it's just kind of over his back right now, and it has a kind of like a gold gem, not a gold, but what is it? An emerald gemstone in the center, kind of like with the family crest built into it.
Dracathio.
Yep. He's like looking at the map intently, like completely oblivious to you at the moment, like trying to keep his eyes off of you.
He gently sweeps the feathers of his wings across Dracathio's cheek.
Mm.
It's common courtesy to look at the person who's speaking to you.
Dracathio just slowly turns, and if you could see a dwarf blushing, he's blushing ear to ear.
Damn.
May I see your war axe?
Oh, you mean this? He unclasps it and puts it like on the table, and he says, "Yeah, it's nothing special. I mean, it's a family heirloom. Be careful with it, but you're welcome to look at it."
No, I'm not. Not yet.
Thank you.
Just 1 second here. I'm looking for an image that I need.
It's always an image.
Yeah.
It's a cliche, but it's an image. John Wayne.
Dracathio's like looking up at Moogie in his new form and just kind of like, okay.
Just give me a moment here.
Yep.
I'm trying to find an image because I'm fixing to do something that's going to blow Drax's mind, as if the DM allows it.
Well, then DM me what you're going to do, and I'll make a determination.
Once I find what I'm looking for.
Aha! Again, the internal arg of playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Wait, I have to find what I'm looking for.
Yep.
Here we go. I found it.
Mhm.
Add the photos. Okay, so
Give us a moment, folks. We're just searching for an image.
If you'll allow that, because I think it'll cause. It'll do the same thing, only it will have more of a heavenly appearance. It's just the form change, no power change whatsoever.
Okay. That's
Okay, you'll allow it.
Yes, I will allow it.
Okay, awesome. Moogie picks up the axe and he puts it to his chest, and you see the same light from earlier, only less dim.
Drac just kind of goes like this, like, Moogie, whatever you're doing, it's a little blinding.
One moment. And you see for a brief moment, you see the light flash, like really bright, and then it dims immediately. And you can uncover your eyes now as he lays the axe back down, and you see your axe look like this now.
Drac looks at the axe and he says, well, that's certainly... He's, like, looking at all the fine, like, metals and stuff like that, and he's actually intrigued because, like, he's been looking for these types of, like, alloys and stuff like that in Anthem, but since he hasn't had access to Anthem and his old forge, he can't, get a hold of those materials, and he says, I've been looking to do something like this to this axe for a while. Thank you, Moogie.
Well, I remember distinctly a long time ago, you wanted something of a heavenly nature. It bears no power, but I thought a prettier axe was more suited to your current situation.
Thank you, Moogie. And Drac is going to get up on the table and
get
hug
up on
you.
the table,
Yeah,
or
because
get away.
No, he's getting up on the table, stepping over his axe, and he's gonna hug this new form of Moogie around the waist because he's a dwarf. Remember?
Okay.
Aww, the first hug scene from Dracathio Verga.
Good job,
Yay!
Picasso.
Yep.
You experienced emotion.
He folds a wing over you.
Nice.
At this point, while this lovely hugging scene is going on, Moogie, you start to feel someone pulling at the bottom of your robes, kind of doing the tug, tug, tug.
He looks over his head. Who
And
is tugging on it?
It's Rags.
Ah, Rags.
Moogie, you got tall.
Yes, I did. I'm assuming you're wanting another hug then, am I correct?
Well, I was going to ask you for a hug. I like you when you're small because then we're the same size. I don't mind having tall friends. It's just it's hard to look up at people. I am just a simple kobold,
Let me fix that for you then. He sweeps his wing down and scoops you up and lifts you up to eye height on his wing.
Wow.
Is that better?
Yes, that is very much better. You see her? Is she sitting on your shoulder or in your arms?
No, she's sitting in the swoop of his wing.
Okay.
He's got his wing curled up to scoop her up.
Okay. And she just kind of sits and she kind of scooches herself down towards the edge of the wing and just kind of sits there and swings, crosses her legs and swings her legs back and forth, just like a pretentious child. She's got the hugest smile on her face, and she looks like she is in heaven.
Well, with an Azamar like this, I'm not surprised.
And that is what you've all realized, that Moogie is an Azamar,
Not just any Azamar, an ascended Azamar, because he was blessed by a god.
Yep.
That's why there's a halo up there.
Drac's just putting his axe on it over, like, strap over his back, and, like, he's no longer hugging Moogie, but, like, he's just strapping his weapon back to himself, and he says, I believe we have crystal to find, particularly a seed crystal.
Can I call us to have a short break? Because my bladder is fixing to explode and I need a snack because I haven't eaten yet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we
How How long is this break going to be?
5 minutes at best.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. So grab your popcorn, your
Your tissues.
tissues, and anything else you need, and we'll be right back while we contemplate these heavenly situation that we are in. We'll be right back,
Okay.
folks.
All right.
and gentlemen, we are back. Let's bring our cast back in and continue our story.
Here
go.
we are again. We're back. Back again.
Okay, Drac, you can stop looking at the Asmar.
Drac, come on. Just like wave your hand in front of him.
Drag? Drag?
Oh,
Hey.
sorry. Yes, I was distracted.
Okay, so we need to get to the volcano.
Yes, we do.
Alright. And Shazon goes, the volcano. Yeah, well, things have changed since the last time you guys were here.
Why is there so much snow? But Aldwin
Well,
says with picking that
that
up.
happened the last time they were here. Moogie, unfortunately, shall we say, changed its element, and you, Moogie, you've seen this look. Your sister has given you this look, except with about maybe 3/4 more malice. If it was coming from your sister, you would be completely scared. But this is coming from Aya, so it doesn't have quite the malice that your sister would have produced.
Aldwin goes like, wouldn't this like kill crops and stuff? Making it hard to live? Aldwin just kind of says while tilting his head. You know, it's probably least of my concerns,
Look,
but you know.
Drac's looking at the leaflet like on the table, and he says, according to this, they seem to be more interested in harvesting these crystals for, looks like Anthem, for some reason. I don't know why.
Wait. And Leda will stand up and walk to the barkeep in this inn, and look at the barkeep and go, I haven't seen very many people come in here. Where is everybody?
Where is everyone? The only people who are in town are, well, the only people usually around here, these parts, are the, she gestures to, like, the tavern folk. Everyone else is working in the mines, sweating it out.
Why are they all working in the mines? They shouldn't be there.
Anthem order.
Anthem's orders?
She points to it like one of these like billboard like things up on the billboard wall, like the notice board. And it says by the decree of Anthem. It's basically like an official notice, like a scrolled up official notice. It says by the decree of Anthem, all population within the city of Crags Ridge must work in the mines if they are of this age or. And it's a very young age, actually, surprisingly. Like, it's offsetting.
Hearth just like...
And it shows the number of hours they work from, like it's back-breaking work. Like they're pretty much being put into forced
Aldwin looks and goes, that's not right.
And you can... And it's like, Drac looks at the notice and says, no wonder there were guards around here.
I didn't authorize this when I left.
Something's changed, Sister Cathio.
I did. Drac, we've got to go rescue my people from whatever Anthem is doing. That's not right.
I think the best way to save them is really to stop Anthem by the starting point. Hearth says, crossing his arms.
But in order to stop them, we need to power up the ship, and in order to power up the ship, we have to go into the mine. Do you see the circular reasoning here?
We could do 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes.
That is true.
2 birds with 1 stone. That's actually rather clever. He said, well, looking at Vess, you got compliments by Hearth. Good job.
Drac just looks up at the new Moogie and it's like over that statement's like just kind of like gives a little smirk, like kills 2 birds with 1 stone, and then thinks about it, and then the smirk goes away in the presence of a bird man.
Well,
Moogie kind of has a little faint smirk smile on the corner of his mouth, just faint, just enough to barely notice it. Well, if anything, you need to start at point A. Let's go to the mine entrance and figure out what's going on there first. It'll be more simple.
Drac looks
And
at
I
the
wrote-
notice and says, "Wait a moment, hold on."
Yes.
He's like looking at the last line of item. And it's like,
Yeah.
it looks like they're hiring workers.
Hmm.
That could
Say
be
which-
our easy way in.
Which one of us then? Oldwin says. And I was like, which one of us looks the most believable?
Well, it would
Everybody
be
turns-
very.
And everybody turns to Hearth.
What, me? Or Oldwin? Which one? Oldwin's weaker, Hearth is bigger and stronger.
Well, it says they are hiring. He's looking at the notice. They are hiring strong, able-bodied men and women to work in the mines. From looking at the times, it just mentions like some really weird off hours that are like late into the evening.
So you're looking all at me. Hearth says we'll sign.
Well, I have a suggestion that may help all of us.
Yes.
If you all make your way into the mines, I will ascend the volcano. Since I can fly now.
Be careful, Mookie, says Drac, looking at the map, which is kind of like an enchanted map, but it's not like super enchanted. He says, I can see that there's a couple guards. I can't tell how many, but they're roaming that place like bees to honey.
It'll
Looks
be
like-
alright.
And it looks like something else has taken up residence, although they haven't disturbed it.
Perhaps.
So there's structure
can-
here that I don't know what it is. It's new.
Perhaps whatever creature's taken up residence, I can speak to it and perhaps form an alliance. It may not like those guards being there.
That could be correct. I'm
Perhaps.
Well,
just gonna
I
say
mean, I mean, if you're going, I think it might help, Mookie, if you had someone sneaky.
Of course you're coming with me, Rags.
I'll
Yay!
send-
I get to fly.
I'll send
And he-
Gabrielle with you too. You're okay with that, right, Gabrielle?
I
Ah,
suggest
ah,
not. I suggest not sending Gabrielle with me. Her googly eyes are going to distract her situation.
Well,
That is fine.
I figured the telepathic link that we have is only about out to 100 feet, but I figured it might still give us an edge if we get separated and have to try to reconnect.
Yeah, the images that you're getting, Vess,
I like
they're all
that.
they're all
No.
very naughty.
You know, actually,
Yeah,
you need to take her with you right now. he just kind of pushes her over. I need her out of telepathic range if I'm gonna be useful.
very well. I will take her with me. Gabrielle.
Yeah,
He snaps his finger. Snap out of it.
and
I
as soon as
know that I'm beautiful and all, but focus, child.
yes, focus, not on you, on this. Hey, yeah.
There you go.
Okay, okay. And she
I-
purposely looks down, so she's not looking up at you, Moogie. He purposely looks down.
He
I
reaches over to Rags, picks her up, and puts her on his back where the pauldron is. It's got like a clasp on it she can hold on to.
Yep.
All right, now, Gabrielle, on my shoulder.
She sits down on the shoulder. Vess, you have one more naughty picture that floats through both her and your mind.
oh gosh.
It just kind of floats in and floats right back out.
I love the idea of just like every time Vess gets that, he just kind of squints and goes,
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of picture Vess as a bit asexual, so he's like, eh.
I don't like this, so there's a weird feeling coursing through my veins.
It's probably more neutral than negative, but
Yeah, it's
It's
more
still
of a-
awkward for him.
still though, yes.
Yes. And so you see Gabrielle immediately go invisible, but you do know that she is sitting on the shoulder of this Asmar. This ascended Asmar.
Oh, and one more thing on Moogie has changed also. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
because he because
Oh,
he's
dear.
not an Azamar. His weapon, Belfrang the Justice, it's no longer just a demonic-looking blade. It's now a heavenly sword.
Nice.
Yes.
Does the same damage, but it's now more like a heavenly metal.
It's
Kind of like the way
aesthetic
what
change.
Drax's axe looks like, only a big
Mhm.
old long blade.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so it's aesthetic changed.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
aesthetically, it's more aesthetically pleasing now. But you can see it on his back. Like there's just a handle there, but when he draws it out, that's when the blade extends.
Okay.
I would also recommend. A couple of us got really beat up in that last fight. We might want to spend a few hours resting up before we go.
Yeah.
Who's still wounded?
Hearth looks around and goes, that would what my brother Aldwin, he's the most beat up. Yeah.
And where is
True.
he? I don't see him. Is
Oh.
he behind me?
Oh yeah, Aldwin is just kind of sitting there awkwardly. He kind of faded into the background because no one was looking at him, so he's just kind of sitting there.
Kind of going, please don't notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me.
There you are.
Hi.
Don't be
Hey,
afraid, Aldwin.
Aldwin with the 13 health left, even if he's 129 normally.
What would I have to? Yeah, it looks something like that. Only like it's more like
Ornate and yeah.
more heavenly blue fire kind of effect around.
Oh, yeah.
it. Why is
what were
my
you gonna
nose
ask?
running?
What were you gonna ask, dear heart?
Who?
Matt.
I gotta take an allergy pill. My nose is starting to act up.
Okay.
But I was gonna ask, what would I have to roll, if anything, to provide a healing light to Alduin to heal him? If I'm blessing him with a
I'm going to let you roll a medicine check.
yay! Let's see. And I have a medicine of +0. This is gonna be really. Is that a D20?
Yes, that's yeah.
Come on. I
Come
want to
on,
heal
dice
somebody,
gods.
not hurt somebody.
Can I assist and give him advantage?
Yes.
I don't know why, but I just like
Okay,
Mhm.
so he's gonna assist me. That means I get to roll again.
Yes.
I somehow magically
Okay,
forgot.
I'm gonna take my previous roll because I just rolled an 8 for the second time. But my previous roll was 11.
Oh no.
Okay. Let me let me go to a certain table.
To a magical little table.
Yeah, just magical little table. Let's see.
It's a tiny little table that floats. That's it. It's a really neat floating table. The only problem with it is there's no neat floating chairs to go with it. It's great for haunted houses, though. I give you a good price for it.
Banana.
No, stop summoning the banana god. Don't do it.
I will summon the banana god. All
No.
chaos will reign supreme.
No!
Oh, come on. No, not that one.
The earth shall rain in bananas.
Banana
No.
flood.
Banana
A banana smoothie flood.
I don't know what color you would call bananas. I guess yellow. Just
I'm not doing that to him again. No.
the sea shall run yellow
Not
with
doing what
the
to who?
potassium.
Don't worry about it.
The sea will be potassium.
No.
Hey, at least everybody will feel better with the potassium increase.
Yeah. Water is now yellow and potassium filled.
And you roll and you're concentrating, and all of a sudden you hear everybody, at least in the bar, including the characters that be, start singing Jingle Bells.
The kids walk in and start like singing too.
Mm-hmm.
So have I healed him?
Well, no. just you tried to use something and it didn't work as you thought. Although you're getting very festive.
What?
Like the little healing fire you're gonna use just turns into like a green red.
Well, the healing thing that you were going to use, you put your hand out, you take it back, and you have a very small Christmas tree or a very small fir tree with a little tiny star on the top.
Ah, a tree.
What in the world?
Don't worry, it's probably some Christmas entity or something. The old one says we'll just kind of brushing it off.
No, absolutely not. He rips the Christmas tree off and throws it away.
And the next time you try to use it, I'm gonna let you try using it again. You see 4 people all of a sudden appear, and they're playing blackjack.
Whoa.
Vess, you didn't ward this in against celestial bodies, correctly?
No, just fiends and undead. I figured everything.
Right. Now
Yeah.
I'm getting angry at this nonsense.
Do you want to try again?
Yes, he is, but this time it's going to be a lot worse. He grabs
Okay.
hold of Alduin, and his voice booms throughout the end. In the name of Bahamut, I command you to heal.
Okay.
Bahamut just like literally just
Wakes
like
up.
there's just a phone, like the phone's
Don't
ringing
wake
on
him
his
up,
desk.
damn it.
Okay, hang on.
Moogie is mad now.
Oh yes, and Bahamut has he's heard his name, and he opens one eye, snorts, and goes right back to sleep.
The phone's still ringing.
Going, damn it, let it ring.
The number you have dialed has been disconnected. It is no longer in service.
No rush, not now. What the fuck is wrong with me?
I understand that.
If you wish to speak to the operator, press 0 now.
Okay, what happens is that you called this, you grabbed him, you've called this. Alduin?
Yeah.
This is not a warm and fuzzy feeling. This hurts.
Ow. Is this
Crap.
hurting him?
Drac just looks over. It's like,
No.
I think you're hurting him.
This is from the force of Mookie roughly holding you, and you feel.
Actually, I know what did happen. As he is getting slightly harmed, but not fully, the black stuff on his chest starts getting more.
And this black stuff
Ooh.
starts to cover you, Alduin.
Oh no, this is not good, is it?
Moogie,
He lets him go.
And as the black stuff, you've let him go, Alduin, you're set down. The black stuff starts falling away, and
Ow.
you're healed.
Oh.
Take the advantage of a long rest. Moogie, you feel slightly drained. Because that took more out of you than you thought.
I'm not used to my new form yet. I'll have to learn more control. How do you feel, Alduin?
I'm better. That goop stuff that was a little heavy. It's dropping off though.
It's still on your hands. Everything else is it's gone away. It's still on your hands. It's nasty. It's sticky.
Slimy. It's sticky. It's goopy. It's
everything.
everywhere.
You're normally a very clean dragonborn. This doesn't feel clean.
And he's just like, I'm already like a black dragonborn. It's like soaking into my scales.
I'll try casting Prestidigitation and then I'll see if that cleans.
I wonder if Lady Mary has given my message to Dark Matter yet. I do need to speak to him.
Maybe. Should we go to that?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, okay.
Dracathio's
We're still
kind
waiting
of
for
like-
last minute.
Dracathio's just kind of like making his way to the doors, like it's getting late, and we need to get to the mines if we're gonna be able to do what we're gonna plan to do.
Very well. Let us depart.
Can I at least benefit from a short rest? Because I can get like really recharged if I do that.
We can take a carriage. He's like hailing a cab or a carriage.
Are we going?
He doesn't need a carriage.
I call shotgun.
This horse and buggy just rolls up out of nowhere, and like
Actually,
yeah.
Since Moogie is going to be flying, doesn't that mean that Rags and Gabrielle can also take short rest?
Yeah. Well, Gabriel. Yeah, I suppose.
Well, I'll say this: Rags was also down, but Mookie, you've noticed that while you had to really hold Alduin to heal him, Rags just benefited just by sitting in your presence.
Oh,
Okay, that's
I don't suppose I
doubly
got
fun.
that. I don't suppose I got that too.
Yep.
No, nice.
Jack just hops up onto the carriage.
Wait, does everyone get long rest? Oh no.
At this point, because Mookie has just changed into this magnificent form, and he doesn't know how to control that particular ability yet. Yes,
Everyone got a mass area heal.
pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. Better Moogie.
He needs to control that.
Hmm.
So, we've split the party yet again. This is going to be
Yay.
interesting.
All right, Rags, Gabrielle, hold on.
Okay.
You're going to see the world from my point of view.
You can show me the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
He unfurls his wings and stretches them out like they are huge wings. He had them tucked up in the.
Are you
end.
going outside before you fold your wings?
He walked out the door already. He
Oh,
followed
okay.
everybody
It's
out. wagon.
and by the way, when you walk outside, it's snowing.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
He unfurls his wings, and they're huge. Like these wings are massive. So, and Rags, you feel a sudden yoink as he skyrockets straight up.
Whee.
Wee!
Oh,
You
no, it's
hear a
snowing.
wee coming from Rags.
Oh, it's cute.
Wee!
It does
Well, the
get cut
rest
off
of you
though.
are
All you hear
in
is whee.
yeah.
Horse-drawn
not-
carriage.
Yeah, you see the carriage. There's an old dwarf that's
At the reins.
at the reins.
Yep.
Yes.
Can we please go to the mines, good sir?
Are you applying for a job there?
That we are, yes. We need to get there quickly to complete the application
All
form.
of you?
He looks
Yes.
at the rest of the party.
Hearth does look at it, and he's like thinking, should I take my armor off? It probably is fine. Because he's still in his like,
All of you applying for the job? Answer me quickly.
Yes. Yes. I will.
yes, I guess.
Yes.
Old one
Yes,
is giving a
yes.
nervous thumbs up, and Hearth goes, yes, I
Beth
guess.
said
we are."
yes. Hugh.
Tricathio's already said yes.
All right. Get into the cart.
They climb in. It's kind of like an old paddy wagon kind of thing, but it's an open back with a tarp.
Has everybody in?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so.
Yeah. And the
Skeleton
cart.
horse.
no, it's not a skeleton horse. It's an actual horse.
Okay, I thought it was a skeleton horse.
No, I said it was an old dwarf. I'm not
Oh yeah,
making
yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Oh. Yeah. And the horse, it looks like a healthy horse, goes along at a fairly good clip. Now we go to Moogie, Rags, And a
And
cat.
cat.
The cat is here.
Yeah, cat
My
here.
cat won't
Yes,
meow. But
Come
yeah.
on, kitty.
You are flying towards the volcano. You see the top of the volcano. Are you flying into it?
He's gonna land on top of the volcano, the top of the rim of the volcano.
Can I add one thing just for visual acuity?
Yes.
Meg, can you roll a perception check for me?
Yes, I can. 1 second. Perception. Where's it at? Where's it hiding? There it is. Oh, I have a 0 in it. I rolled a 10.
I'll give it to you. So as you're flying through the clouds and stuff like that, you kind of, as you're making your slow descent, up ahead you notice that there are that structure that Dracathia mentioned. It's not just a structure; it's an entire facility that's surrounding this mine. There's like guard, like kind of like a wall erected and stuff like that. Like they've turned this place into like a full-on like
But the top is,
encampment.
yeah. But
There
the
are
top is
watchtower. There are
No,
watchtowers.
no, no. Well, let me say something.
Sorry, there's at least 2. Near the front.
The top of the volcano is still open. That is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, the top of the volcano is still open, and there are like lanterns, kind of like combing the down below. They're not even paying attention to what's above. So you managed to kind of like slip in over the high altitude at without being noticed. So I'll give you that much.
Sweet.
So now you're at the edge of this top of the volcano. What were you planning on doing?
How many guards are on the top of the volcano
Well,
that I can see from this height?
Well, in the guard towers, I'm going to say there's at least 3. One manning the searchlight, and the other 2, kind of looking out.
With
And since they're
heavy
with,
crossbows, probably.
Yeah, and since there are 2 of them, there's about 6. 6 of them.
Does Gabrielle have any weapons of any kind?
I don't think so. Does Gabrielle have any weapons?
No. Nope.
Okay.
I think
He has his little
actually
teeth.
Strikes-
That's it.
Okay, what kind of
Strikes
weapons
again
does
with a-
Rags
like a
have?
tiny longsword,
Rags
but-
Rags has give me a second. Rags has a short bow. She also
What
has
is
a
its
rapier.
range?
It's 80 feet for short and 320 for long.
He's going to whisper to Rags, take out your bow and aim for the searchlight. Try to bust the bulb if you can.
Will do.
And he'll swoop in and kind of keeping level with the clouds. He'll kind of get at an angle where she can hit it.
Okay. He's gonna take a pot shot.
Staying airborne, of course.
Oh, of course.
Can you roll an
He's gonna take-
acrobatics check for that?
So
Question
for
is, do I
him,
need to?
Yeah, for him, yeah.
yes, you need to roll me a acrobatics check for that. That's gonna be interesting.
I rolled a dirty 20.
I think that will do it.
I rolled a 19 plus 1.
Yep, that is a dirty 20. And oh boy, does she hit that searchlight. That is a 28.
Nice. So, and just to keep.
Well, no, I'm sorry, a 31. Excuse me, I was reading the wrong
Oops.
number. Wrong number.
So just to keep the moment the searchlight goes out, he whoops out of that spot and moves off somewhere else, so they can't like look up and go, "What the hell?" and see me in the sky.
Yep.
Well done, nice shot.
What is
Well, yes, I've been practicing.
what are the entities down below doing with how did they react to the searchlight just going out suddenly?
They're all looking up at the sky going, lights out! Lights out! Light is out! They're all looking up at the sky going... And that was just one of the lights,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The other one's kind of like kind of combing over the entrance as a cart slowly approaches.
So as the cart slowly approaches, you see there are lots of guards. Well, not lots of guards. There might be there are 2 guards on guard, and there's like 4 guards inside, like one sitting at a table, and the other ones are just kind of kind of doing the patrolling thing, but not very
Yeah.
far. And so the cart comes around. The old dwarf goes, "Well, I brought you to your destination.
Thank you.
Go in and apply over there.
He
They'll
hops
ask you
out.
they'll ask you your particulars.
He hops out.
I'll be back the next shift change." Does everybody get out?
I guess they have to, so yeah. Oldwin, of course, is the last, but Hearth helps him out. Like, come
When
on.
Drac hops out, the snow goes up to his shoulders.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that deep.
Hmm. I'm trying
And
to-
you see the cart kind of continue on its little semicircle, and you see it going back down towards the town.
I just realized Hearth's blade is still on fire because of today.
Mhm.
He
Yep.
actually uses his blade on fire to melt the snow around Drakras, so it's not up to his shoulders.
Thank you.
Is that better? You're welcome.
So you walk up, and you see the guard that's sitting there. It looks like a rough human wearing what he's wearing is um studded leather. He's not wearing a helmet, but what he's got in front of him, he's got a like an open book, and he's got a quill.
And you notice that on his armor, there's like the crest of Anthem, but it's like kind of worn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who is coming up to him first?
Who would be
Dracathio is,
going
I
up?
guess, taking the lead.
Okay, Kathia, I want you to roll me a perception check.
Sure. Right, perception. That is a 24.
Oh yeah, you noticed this. Dracathio,
Yep.
his eyes glow a faint green.
Dracathio just kind of keeps trudging forward, knowing very well what this is.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes up, and he's actually going to activate his ocular implant to kind of have that kind of green tinge too.
Okay.
Mhm.
And he's gonna come up and say in kind of like a monotone voice, "We have come to apply for this new position here at the mines.
And you
I
see the
have
guard.
brought more servants for your
And
operation."
you see him kind of raise his eyes, and he looks at you. Yes, I think these will do nicely, and you as well. We have some openings that you might fit. And he looks to one of the 4 other guards who are on this side. He looks to them, and they all kind of, it's uncanny. All 4 of them turn exactly the same way.
Yeah, Oldwin is shaking his boots as usual, but Hearth is
Yeah,
just
I would
standing
imagine so. I guess Vess it might be too.
there. I love the visual of Vess and Oldwin both holding each other like it's a Scooby-Doo episode.
Uh-huh. um. You 4 take these down to their positions. Give them what they need to start working.
And can I add one thing, just because I think the DM would approve of this? They shackle us, chain shackle, like shackles.
I like the idea they do find it a little hard with Hearth because his armor and just his body in general is kind of big.
So
Muscular.
they proceed to shackle all of you together
Mm-hmm.
and start leading you down the pathways. And what you see, it's truly horrifying. Well, not horrifying, but what you see is every person that you might have seen that used to live in Anthem are now mining these crystals.
Heart tries to not
A-
look.
a- And it some of them look like they haven't slept in days, some of them look like they haven't eaten in days.
You walk past one, and he says, "Please, I just want some water. Get back to work."
Ooh.
And you hear another you hear another one going, "Please, I haven't slept in 3 days." And the same sort of reaction. Just it is brutal down here. Brutal in here.
And it's also very hot because it's volcanic, and they're using, special equipment to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now we go back to the other group. Happy
Yay.
times.
Happy times! I love them!
What are you what are you doing? Noogie?
Moogie is going to, since the other searchlight is out, he's going to swoop in on the darker side of
Uh-huh.
the volcano
Uh-huh.
where the platforms are, and he's gonna land ever so gently and softly
Okay.
to not arouse suspicion and alert them.
Mm-hmm.
How many guards are on this particular platform?
At the moment you managed to catch the platform without any guards, but Moogie, you hear something from inside the volcano. It's a low rumble.
That's not good.
And then you hear what are your languages, Moogie?
Let's see. Celestial, Common, Giant, and Infernal.
Okay, this is not going to be one of your languages. You hear something say, you hear a guttural muttering coming from inside the volcano, and it sounds more. It's menacing in a question. It's a menacing question. That's it. It's a menacing question. That's being that you feel like it's being communicated, but you don't know what the question was.
He's going to make his way down the stairs to the rocky edge of the volcano's opening.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to peer in?
He is going to peek in, yes.
What you see peering back at you is a huge eyeball that's reptilian-like, and it's red.
Is this creature...
The eyeball does a blink, and then you hear coming from its, again, very low and very guttural, "Who are you?"
Oh no.
a potential friend? Are you
Friend?
trapped within the volcano?
No, this volcano used to be my home until those fleshy beings came in.
I see. But you want your home back, don't you?
Indeed. So I ask again, who are you?
He's going to use a fake name because he doesn't know if this creature knows the name Moogie or not.
Probably not, but
So he's going
Yeah, go ahead.
to call himself Morvan.
Norvan?
Morvan. Morvan.
Okay. A Morvan. And those two that I see with you.
These two are my servants. They have no names.
You hear very quietly in your ear, Milky. You hear one in your head and one in your ear. The one in your head is from Gabrielle. Gabrielle goes, "Hey!" The one in your ear is kind of the same thing, but said very, very quietly.
He tells Gabrielle in his thoughts, if this thing knows your name, he's liable to kill you.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
So, how long have these fleshy things taken over your home?
So I will now ask the co-DM. How long have these?
It's
these
been 6 months.
Oh, thank you. It's been 6 long months.
I tell you what, I'm here to get these fleshy things out of the mines. If you assist me, I will assist you, and I will guarantee your home will be returned to you. Do we have a deal?
Roll me. Oh boy.
He's being honest. He's not.
I know,
Persuasion.
but roll.
Deception.
Yeah, roll me a persuasion check. Yeah, roll me a persuasion check.
My persuasion is crap. Okay. Oh, never mind. 18, 19, dirty 20.
Yeah,
I rolled a
he did.
17.
Yeah, he didn't do so well on his on the thing that I was rolling against that. You see the eye kind of squint at you, because it's only an eye coming out from the edge of this particular volcano. He goes, "Damn."
Exceptional. Now, if you don't mind telling me, where is the biggest problem in the volcano, and I will deal with it.
Biggest problem in the volcano is almost where I live. They keep coming close to my horde and keep eyeing it. I think.
Well, if you'll show me where your horde is, I will force them back, away from it.
And you see the eye kind of retract from this opening. And you can see all the way down into this volcano. And at the base, you see, it is a dragon's horde to beat all dragon hordes. It glows with gold, jewels, magic items, valuable items. And right in the center of all this splendor is a crystal that looks big enough that could power the ship.
Except Mugi doesn't really know that that's what's necessarily needed.
Oh yeah, I know.
He knows nothing about.
Yeah.
That is quite an impressive horde you have. I can see why you'd want to protect it.
And you hear this from Rags. Oh, I see a crystal. It looks big enough that it might power the ship.
For now, let's focus on helping this poor creature get his home back. After all, I made a deal.
Yes, and I think I know what this creature is. And you feel Moogie, Rags visibly, well, you feel her shaking violently. And you hear her voice quivering because she does know what this thing is.
Well, what is this thing?
Oh, okay. I'll
Because obviously Mugi's never seen a thing like this before.
Oh, I think he has. Just not realized what it was. Oh, that is not how you spell that word. And neither does the spell check. Really? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this particular individual has no connection to the other individual of our situation.
Nope.
No wonder what
All
it
right,
is.
well that makes a lot more sense. I can really see now why this thing is angry.
But you don't know why Rags is so scared of it.
Calm yourself, Rags. Focus. Remember, we made a deal. I'm going to help him, and you're going to help me. It's all part of the process. And he swoops down into the volcano, closer to
And
the eye.
what you do see, and I can reveal it now to everybody, is a gargantuan, ancient red dragon that
Oh.
has taken up residence here. He's been living here for a while. The reason why he hasn't been bothering the people before this is that, well, they haven't been bothering him. I mean, they knew that they were living next to a volcano. Why bother the volcano? Meh, just kind of. They weren't interested in what the dragon was hoarding anyway. He's just kind of. And the reason why you guys didn't see him in the last trip, the dragon was out on a
Shopping spree.
Okay, on a shopping spree. Yeah, let's call it that. Yep. And that's kind of one of the reasons why it lost its top and that sort of thing. So we see this ancient red dragon, and Rags is now just, her eyes are as big as saucers. She is shaking violently. She's hyperventilating.
So, Moogie swoops down into the room where the horde is.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to go anywhere near it. He's swooping down over it towards the entrance where the other individuals have been walking by and eyeballing his horde.
Oh yeah. Except you land. You don't see any individuals, although you do hear the clink, 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 clink of the crystals, of people
Mining.
doing that, and you hear the guards. Hurry up with that! Quickly! We need all the crystals back up. Work faster! No, you won't get a break. You're too lazy. You're working too slow. You hear all the that sort of thing.
Moogie slowly walks out into the hallway, like looking down, trying to see where these guards are that are shouting and.
They're not that far away. Yeah, they're not that far away. They may be like 30 feet from this entrance. And they're in both directions, so you're kind of hearing overlapping of these guards, and these guards, all of these guards have the same soft green glow.
Well, it looks like we have our work cut out for us.
Yes. Do.
It's all right, Rags. You're on my back still.
Yes, I know, and
All
I
right.
know, and I know you protect me. It's just I don't want to be anywhere near that red dragon. I just don't.
I don't think he's going to betray us if we're trying to help him. It would be foolish of him to do something like that. Betray the one who agreed to help you because, well, he doesn't want to deal with them, so we are. Now, that bow of yours, you're skilled with it, right?
Yes, I am. What do you want me to do?
How many guards are up there?
Along both ways, I'm going to say that there are about 6 of them.
Okay, the guard closest. How far away is he? And if I
He's-
was to take him out, would the others see it immediately?
It would depend how silent you are. And
Also,
he's
keep
about
in
to-
mind there are people working around you that would also notice this.
Yeah.
Like the miners.
Mhm.
He's going to fold his wings up, and he is going to slowly make his way up the hallway toward to the right.
Okay. How far up are you going?
He's going to move up 35 feet and try to get right behind the first guard.
Okay. He is sitting there and he is shouting as loud as he can at this one poor miner that doesn't look like he's doing his job very quickly. He looks like it,
You hear the pick kind of dragging against the stone as he's like trying to bring it back up and then go for another swing.
Yeah.
Does the
The guard
Does
standing with
poor
your back
worker-
to you, kind of with like of a leather kind of whip in their hand.
does the poor miner see Moogie?
No, he's got his back to you.
Okay.
They both got their the miner is trying to mine this crystal that has his back to you, and the guard that's yelling at him also has his back to you. So they're both.
Moogie is going to he's going to quickly wrap his arms around the guard and start strangling him from behind with an arm around his throat.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll a strength check.
Okay.
Ouchie! So,
What was that?
29.
You get him?
He is slowly crushing his throat with his arm by flexing his bicep.
Yep.
Let it happen. Let it happen. Quiet now.
Shh. Shh.
Angelic
And
strangling
as
him
you
into
see him,
unconsciousness.
as you see him just kind of go,
Does he go limp?
yes, he goes limp.
The miner's still like clinking at the thing, not paying attention to
Clink.
what's happening behind you.
Clink, clink.
He's gonna slowly make his way toward the second guard,
Mm-hmm.
ever so quietly, light stepping.
Right.
What is this guard doing?
This guard is just kind of going up and back and looking at his particular section of miners that he's got to keep control.
There's
He
about
does have
four of them. Two groups of
he has
two.
he has a whip, and he's just kind of looking at them, with a scowl on his face. With
So
that
his back is
same,
turned to Moogie then.
well, he's going back up and back, so there might be a chance that he might see you.
All right. Is there any little alcoves or divots in the wall?
Yes, there is.
Moogie is going to squeeze himself in one of those divots and kind of hide himself out of sight, waiting for the guy to pass by.
One of the miners
Okay.
closest to you notices but doesn't say anything, and he's just kind of like clink, but slowing down slowly, and then picking up speed, trying his best to kind of like increase the speed of his work to make it not noticeable. But he's like
Eventually.
tapping out like a thank you in Morse code.
Nice.
Moogie puts his finger to his lips and goes, "Shh,
The miner
Works.
just nods.
work slower. Get his attention for me."
He nods. Starts to work slower. the guard comes to where he is and goes, "You must work faster, wench!" Thwatow.
Well, you may.
And Moogie is going to roll again. Okay, that is 13. That is 22.
Yep.
He grabs him around the throat and starts to crush with his bicep. Okay, now let it happen. Nighty night, sweet prince. And he gives him a kiss on the cheek. Sleep now. Have sweet dreams, little darling.
You did it. The enemy is no more.
What does Rags think about this weirdness?
He is still kind of doing the shaking thing, so she hasn't exactly yeah. Mhm.
This is fun. So how far away is the next guard?
The next guard is about 20 feet away from you, and it looks like he is talking to a whole bunch of other guards toward the end of this tunnel. What are you doing?
He is going to he's going to pick up the guard's body of the one he just choked out,
Okay.
and he's going to carry it back to the other one,
Mhm.
pick that one up too, and carry them into the horde chamber,
Mhm.
tosses them in,
Mhm.
and lets the ancient red dragon burn them to death.
Actually, you see the red dragon kind of poke his head out. Look at the direction that you're plotting your thing, and figures you've got that side. He turns around. And he breathes fire in the other direction.
Oh no!
Yeah.
How many innocent people die from that?
Everybody down the hallway.
Moogie is going to swear under his breath. Damn it!
Well, it is a
I want
dragon.
that. I guess it can't be helped. He is, after all, going to do what he thinks is best.
Mm-hmm.
Aya's not going to like this at all,
Trish,
but
did
it
you get
can't
my
be helped.
Especially since Aya's coming down that way.
Trish? Did you get my message?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Right. All right.
We're gonna pause this. The let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you are being led down, 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 and you're hearing shouts of agony, shouts of from the guards, curses, just things that you should not be hearing coming from this. You go down, and you see, you get down to a point where there are about 3 guards here. One that's standing in front of the it's a rocky
Cropping.
outcropping hole. And there's 2 guards that's standing in front of him, and he's talking to the 2 guards. And these the 4 guards that had led you down, 2 of the guards split off, and now you're being led down by 2. these two walk up to the two that are guarding this hole, and they say, "We've brought new recruits to replace some of your miners." And the other guards nod, and they all nodding all nodding at the same time. It's really, really weird, and it's really off-putting. And the guard that's on the other side goes, "Come with me. I do believe we've lost a few." The head guard
Yep.
turns off to the side. The back guard, you follow in when the back guard stays at that door frame. And as you're being led into this space, I want Alduin and Hearth and Vess and Dracathio all to roll me a perception check, and Moogie, roll me a stealth check.
Wait, I'm in the other hallway though.
No, you're in this hallway.
Isn't that the hallway that that the ancient red dragon just breathed fire down?
No, that was the other one.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a nat 1. I got a
Okay.
7.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
Let me
Okay.
check. I'm about to pull up my rolls.
I rolled a 16,
Oh, nice.
1d20 plus. What is my?
and I have a +0 in my perception.
Okay.
No, you
Alduin-
were supposed to roll stealth, dear.
Oh, stealth. Okay, my bad.
Okay.
What
I
is
just-
stealth here?
Oh dear.
Oh, I have a +1. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
Alduin.
an 11 for me.
Nice.
Okay.
Alduin rolled a 17, and Hearth rolled a 7.
Neither Ea nor Shazan noticed anything because I had a 3 to 2. So who rolled above an 11?
I rolled an 11 exactly.
Okay.
Vested.
Okay.
Alduin rolled a 17.
Okay. So Veth and Alduin, you see Moogie hiding in kind of an alcove.
Oh.
Actually, he's got his head. He hasn't seen you yet, but he has put his head out, looking in the other direction, and kind of doing the rat hand motions. Did you see him?
Oh.
Vess will
Don't
just
say
glance
anything.
over and we'll just do a little nod, but then we'll immediately look away to like not draw attention to them.
You hear Gabrielle in your head.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Gabrielle goes, I must admit, Moogie at this farm is very and took out 2 people, and then I hope this guy is not taking you down that way. I just saw a big red dragon breathe fire in that particular direction.
Oh shoot. Vess, once Vess gets that, he's gonna be like, oh, hold up, wait. He's gonna like push his way to the front of the group. He's gonna be like, all right, hold on. So I'm a kobold.
One of the guards is just looking at you.
I am a kobold, and we're experts in underground ventures. Pretty sure I'm smelling a natural gas leak. We don't want to go down this corridor.
One of your languages is Draconic, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'll.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on.
Okay, fair enough.
You're saying all this, and you hear, speaking in your own language, what is that kobold doing in my lair? In your language.
See?
Oh.
Do people hear that hissing sound?
And
We
now
really need to
he
move.
switched languages, so Moogie does not know what was said. Although it's the same voice.
But wait, I'm pretty sure my two characters can speak Tronic.
Yes,
just
They hear
and
it.
so can
Yeah.
Rags, which is the reason why Rags got scared initially. So Alduin and Hearth could also hear this.
Oh no.
Yeah, and Draconic Vess is gonna say, we probably need to go.
Stop.
Oh, did the dragon say stop?
Mm-hmm. You hear an audible sniff. You are friends with the one who is helping me dislodge all these soft things, are you not?
Yar. I'm gonna be watching the guards while I'm speaking in Draconic and being like, I really hope they don't know.
All of them are human. They don't have that particular language. So
Okay.
you have no worries. They
Cool.
think you're grunting.
Okay.
To be honest, they think you're grunting.
I'm gonna try to make it look like my talking is like I'm coughing from the natural gas.
Okay, that's fine. Very well. If you could help the one that has made the promise, I will not immediately incinerate you. Help, and I will let you all go. A deal.
Alden's like,
And can Rags hear this?
Yes.
So she
Ra-
knows that he's talking to another kobold.
Basically, and she can hear what Vess is saying back. It's sort of like, okay, Vess is here. You know, just kind of, you can hear all this. Mookie, you don't understand what the hell is going on. You hear lots of grunting. Basically, don't you hate it when you don't understand the language?
Now, if he was speaking Infernal, I could understand it.
That's not one of his languages.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. And you hear Rags and Moogie in your ear go, the dragon's making another deal. Don't worry, it's not counter to ours. Our friends are here.
Who's he making? Oh, good. Very good. Now, while he's doing that, I'm going to move on to a different guard.
Well, there's only the guard up there left, and he's looking at us.
Can he see us is the question.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, come on. Thank you. Good thing my perception is off the charts. Both passive and active. Damn.
I would assume he can't really see us that well since there's a lot of like.
Yeah, her perception is a 34, so she happens to nonchalantly look in the other direction. The guard has noticed you, has seen you, and is starting to say something. Because he's heard all the grunts. Well, he's heard the grunting from Vess, assuming that it's coughing. He's heard grunts coming down the other way, and is assuming that that's something further down. Because he can't see the dragon.
Mookie is going to pick up a pickaxe on the ground and start just casually swinging it at the wall.
Okay.
Oh, let's hope he doesn't take notice. Like he's actively like tacking the pick against the wall, not actually breaking the stone, but clearly making an effort to tack against the wall like he's working.
The guard kind of looks at you. You hear a sniff. So, what do you all do?
Is the guard looking away or still looking at me?
He's looking in your direction, but he's not actively looking at you. He's looking further down the.
So if I move, he's gonna notice me. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is this guard?
Well, he's at the back of the pack. There's Vess has moved up to the front next to Dracathio. Alduin and Hearth, who were chained to him, have kind of been pulled along with him because you guys have all chained to each other. So it's kind of a rough 2 and then 2. So it's Dracathio and Vest and Alduin and Hearth like in the back, and the guard is like behind them.
Moogie's gonna speak to the miner that's next to him. Work a little slower. Get the guard's attention. I want to take him out.
I have much more than I can do for you, fellow, than that. I'm pulling on my 21 that I rolled earlier.
Okay.
He drops his pickaxe with a loud clang.
Okay.
It stands up.
Mm-hmm.
And
says what?
Hear me. What this place is, you know, he's basically giving like a rally speech to like all the miners, like, stop what you're doing, you know, this is all wrong, we shouldn't be doing this.
I feel like that's not just. I feel like it's a moment for all of us to take action, isn't it?
Basically.
A rally for everybody.
Oh
Yeah.
well, I've got one more thing up my sleeve.
As usual.
As usual.
So he's gonna have this rallying speech thing. And I will roll a charisma check for him, if you'd like me to.
Roll a charisma check and then immediately roll a wisdom saving throw. Actually, everybody roll me a wisdom saving throw. This is.
Ah, damn it!
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, you didn't make it.
11 for Dracathio.
Uh-huh.
And well, for the wisdom saving throw, and then let me roll just a straight up
God.
d20 for the charisma.
Oh, poor Alduin. He didn't get a good. He didn't. Oh,
God. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Alduin rolled a poor 4 for his wisdom, but Hearth rolled a strong 23.
The charisma roll is a 22.
Okay. Okay. So who? The prisoner rolled a 22.
Yeah, the guy giving the speech.
Okay, so he's not affected by this.
Hearth also rolled a 23. So.
Okay. Everybody except Hearth and the prisoner become frightened because now all of you hear the mighty roar of an ancient red dragon, and that includes with all the guards too, because they did badly on their checks.
Oh boy.
Like actually, the Hearth actually has a resistance to frightened, anyways. So
yes, I know. Yes, but he did well anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Alduin, as usual, being the frightened boy he is.
Yes.
Like, ah. Of course, Hearth is the one that makes his.
So the prisoner who's giving this rallying speech gives this rallying speech, and all the other prisoners start to swarm the guards.
Yeah, I think
That's on both. That's on both sides of this particular archway because his voice carries.
And as that happens,
that's what I'm talking about.
As that happens, Hearth turns to everyone and goes, "I think that's our moment."
Moogie dropped the pick.
Drax gonna grab it, reach back with one fluid movement, grab his great axe, and he's going to slice at the legs of the guy near the ledge in front of him.
Okay. All right.
Hearth is gonna.
And that's sorry to cut you off there, my bad. In that same moment that Drax pulls out his axe, Moogie's gonna reach up and grab the handle, swing Belfring to Justice, and ignite the blade of blue fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hearth probably quickly
19.
breaks his chain for his cinematic coolness by using his little bit of ice breath on the chain to weaken it.
19.
There are still two people who are chained together. And that is Aya and her sister.
Yep.
Oh no.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
You hit.
All right. That's 12 damage, and I'm not raging yet.
Okay.
But yeah, Hearth assists, everyone around him to break their chains, and Alduin quickly pulls out his loot, the Bringer of Doom.
What were you gonna do, Moogie dear?
Moogie brings the fiery blade down on the chain nearest to the miners and cuts it in half.
It breaks. And that particular miner is free. Now they've all been shackled kind of in sequence. So there's a long. Are you shattering the thing on his leg, or are you actually shattering the chain?
He's shattering the main chain that is
Okay.
looped through their
Okay, so
individual
you've
shackles.
shattered that. You've shattered that. Are you pulling on the chain to make sure all of them are free?
Yes, he's gonna rip the chain away from their
Okay.
shackles.
All right. What are you telling them as soon as you finish doing that?
Pull yourselves free. Attack.
Bring it out.
You hear a hurrah!
Pickaxes make good weapons, boys.
True. So everybody's free. Since this is the lair of a red dragon, I'm going to do a lair action. You guys don't have to do this, but all my baddies do. Well, actually. No, actually, you do have to. Everybody roll me a dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
That is a.
Oh dear.
22.
Yeah, you do it. Oh god.
Come on, Alduin. You are good at Dex. You can do this. I believe in you. Alduin got a 19. Alduin got a 19. Let's see what his brother gets. And his brother got a 15.
Oh dear. Okay, so and then Rags, who dexterity is not going to be a problem for her. It's not. Jeez. Okay, so what are your numbers?
Alduin got himself a 19. Hearth got himself a 15.
I rolled a 10.
10.
22 for Tricathio.
Aya had over the thing it needed. And so did Rex. Okay, so the only two people who are affected by this, other than the guards,
Is Moogie.
and Moogie, a tremor shakes the lair in the 60-foot radius around the dragon. Each creature other than the dragon on the ground in the area must succeed the dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. So that's all the guards, and Moogie, and unfortunately Shazan. You two are knocked on your ass.
It is an icy, kind of like rocky kind of surface, by the way. So you kind of like slip and fall and skid.
Fall into the pit, boys.
Yeah, something like that.
I love it. You see like a guard slip and fall, and you hear the Wilhelm scream. Yeah.
So, that's what happens.
Do I have to roll anything to get back up?
You use half your movement.
Okay.
Pick it up.
Moogie's gonna use half his movement to get up. Then he's gonna use the other half of his movement to get airborne.
Okay. These tunnels are not all that high, but you do have enough height to actually get up maybe 20 feet off the ground.
Perfect. That's more than enough.
Yeah. Yep. So what is everybody else doing? It is now chaos.
It's chaos all around, boys.
Yay! We created chaos.
Drac is going to like charge at another guard and kind of just like with his axe, and he's going to like cleave at the guy. He is now in rage.
Okay.
So let me just activate my rage.
Oh yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we're kind of overtime.
Hey,
I
hush.
Hush me.
And
Yes, hush you.
rolling an
Okay.
attack. So great axe to hit.
Who do you?
That's a
oh,
nat 1 with an 11, so I don't believe that hits. But he has an
He
extra
missed.
bonus attack,
Uh-huh.
so he's gonna roll again.
I swear to God, if you miss again.
25.
Good job.
You hit. Well, we're gonna make this quick.
Okay.
That's 7 damage.
Okay. Okay.
Plus 4.
11.
Yep.
Okay.
Plus, hold on. Yeah, that's it. Just that much damage.
Okay. Anybody else?
Well, Go, Aldwin, use the spammable ability. You can kill like
ahead.
3 guards if you get high enough roll.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me go and look at my. I keep forgetting my performance. It's just really good. Makes the loot super strong.
Mhm.
Okay, roll. I got an 18. Oh, that's a little weak. Could be better. Could be worse.
They all fail.
They
So
all
do your
fail.
damage. Yeah. Do your
Okay,
damage.
43 damage.
Yeah, you take out 3. Lightning comes from, well, you don't know where it's coming from.
From the loot, I guess.
And
Coming
track-
from
tra-
your
track just-
magnanimous rips.
Well, the thing is that the lightning comes, you know, it makes a sound throughout the whole cavern, and Alduin, you hear this from the dragon. Die. That's all you hear.
And
Good job,
Dracathio
Alvin.
just says as he makes his blow. I guess it's all happening at the same time. He makes his blow on
Yep.
the guard and he says, "Now that's music to my ears."
Yeah.
Oh,
Anybody
God.
else?
Hearth does go, "Ooh, good job, Aldwin." And Hearth's like, "I've been acknowledged." Aldwin's happy.
You've been acknowledged twice.
Nice. Good for Aldwin.
Yes. Anybody else?
Anyone? Let's see.
Oh.
Yes.
Is there a guard nearest Moogie?
Yes, there is. This
realize
is all
it was
kind of
a dude.
happening at the same time.
Okay.
Kind of
Moogie
like-
is going to, like, with the blade ignited, he's going to
Uh-huh.
rush toward this guard, and he's aiming to cleave his head off in
Okay.
a
Roll.
airborne action.
Yes. Roll.
Alright. What am I rolling for this? Attack?
Yes.
Okay.
I do not have stats for this. I'm making this up on the fly. So
Okay.
roll.
Well, I'm using a strength to do this, right?
Yes. Yes, you are. Uh-oh.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
You hit.
25, 26,
Yeah.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
You hit.
Do I need to roll damage or?
Yes, you come down. This is one of the ones that was already. Technically, all the guards have fallen down. They haven't gotten back up yet because of what the dragon just did. So you come down and you slice his head off.
Does it go rolling down the tunnel?
Yes, it does. And you see the head roll, and the dragon then again switches languages.
Mhm.
I give you a 10.
Appreciated. and
then you just see
Moogie
you
lunges
just-
for another
And
guard.
no, everybody hears that
Yes.
because
you
it's
just,
now in common.
yeah, you just see one of the miners hold up a sign that says "Strike."
Exactly. Strike.
Moogie lunges for another guard nearby.
Anybody else? Does Hearth have a thing?
Hearth can do a thing. Let me see. Okay, he's got.
Yay, Heart's gonna do a thing.
Yay. Okay. His great sword pretty much is normal statted aside from the fire damage he casts. Isn't fire damage like and also like a thing you can set on fire? I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, Hearth is gonna go to the closest guard, and he's going to go for a big boy swing.
Okay, go for it.
Please. This dice thing is sometimes being a little moody today, but
Just
got a 16.
you hit.
Nice. Now I have to roll the 2d plus 6 plus 5 damage that I get. For this, I get plus 5. Go. 8 damage, sadly. But yeah, 8 damage.
Wait, it only does that much damage?
No, I roll a 2d6 plus 5. It's just I got a 1, 2, and a plus 5.
It happens, yeah.
Yeah, that one unfortunately is still up.
Yeah, like Hearth just kind of like side hits and he cuts like a part of his shoulder.
Yep, I know.
You know, you've been there. You've seen it.
Yeah, yes, I have. Vess, were you going to do something?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was on mute for a bit, so I don't think anybody heard what I was doing. I was just going to call down a Sacred Flame on the nearest guard.
Okay, go ahead.
The guard needs to make a DC 16 saving throw, and
Okay.
if they fail, they'll take damage.
Isn't the
what
guard
was-
knocked prone?
Yeah, well, that doesn't affect the particular saving throw that he's casting at him. What do I have to roll? What's the DC for that?
16.
He fails.
All right, he takes. I'm rolling the damage. I gotta check one thing. I think he takes 11 damage.
11 damage? Okay. You throw out a sacred flame, and it goes, poof. And the guard kind of looks down, looks back up at you.
Best shrugs, backs up.
Now it's the sister's turn. Shazan looks around, spots one that is attempting to get back up, and throws out her hands and says the word disintegrate.
Oh.
Ooh, juicy.
Yes. Which the guard failed. Then green ray springs from her pointed finger and the guard looks wide-eyed and then disintegrates into dust.
Well, he didn't feel so good.
No.
The guard that Moogie rushed, how close is he?
Well, right now, wait a minute. You mean the one that he killed?
No. Moogie lunged for another guard.
Okay.
Took off after another one.
That one's, about 20 feet away. Hang on, I've got the other sister.
Perfect, okay.
I've got the other sister. The other sister, not Moogie, Aya breaks up her hand and points to another guard. Let's see. Oh, come on. There we go. And flame comes out of this this finger. You hear the agonizing screams of him being burned alive.
Alive.
There's one guard left, and it's the one that Moogie's going after in this particular area.
Moogie is going to basically run him through.
Okay, roll.
Oh, wow! Dice God, you're mean! That's a 13.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 1 and I only have a plus 12 dice.
Oh, so you didn't hit.
Yeah, I think I whizzed past him and missed him.
Mm-hmm. And he turns around and smiles at you, and then he looks at you, Moogie, smiles, turns around, and there's Alduin,
Yeah.
Hearth,
Mhm.
Vess,
Mm-hmm.
Drac, Aya, and Shazon. And while all of you are looking at him, his eyes grow. Yeah, that hits. Oh. His eyes grow as you see something whizzes past you, Hearth.
Mm-hmm.
Hits that guard.
Mm-hmm.
Like right in the eye, and he
Oh.
crumbles to the floor.
He's
It's an
dead.
arrow. Yeah, it's an arrow, and all of you recognize it as it being one of Rags' arrows. You have killed everybody in this section.
All the bad guys we kill.
All the bad guys
We
are
did it,
now
boys.
dead.
Evil's no more. We did. We
As the
eradicated
prisoners
evil.
are charging up out of the place, I'm guessing.
Yeah. The other prisoners are charging up. You can hear the rallying cry as he's
Yeah.
and you're hearing more battle up above you. So you know that the townsfolk are now attempting to take back their lives. That you all now hear a very low, very grouchy entity, which now you, Vess, and everybody who understands Draconic knows what this is, and you hear this. Good. Now they will not get my horde.
Moogie.
Come and be recognized.
Moogie
Stop
swoops
thing.
low in and makes his way to the horde before everyone else. 'Cause
Yeah.
he knows where it's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Drac just kind of follows the movement, but takes a long
Okay.
way down the spiral, kind of,
Mhm.
Hearth. Yeah.
What did the rest of you do?
I'm
Hearth
tagging
is-
along.
Huh? Sorry.
I'm just tagging along. Go ahead.
Hearth will try to be cool a little bit, and he pretty much slides down by using a sword as like an anchor.
Mhm.
And he just slides down while Baldwin takes a safe route and follows everyone else.
And what you all see is this humongous horde. There is, as I said, there's gold, there's jewels, there's items. Vess, you do feel coming from this pile.
Yes, we're closing it up now.
Yes, we are. Trust me, we are. Vess, you can feel coming from this, emanating from this pile of magic things. And in the center, Drac, you see it. The perfect crystal to fuel your ship.
We're gonna have to get our way to get that one though.
And he
And
looks, but doesn't say
Yes?
anything.
And that is where we'll end today's episode.
Thank
So
you,
will we-
Wait.
ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Realms of Awakened Essence, Season 8, Episode 12, Preparations. Let's go quickly around the table and sign off. I'll
Start off with
Yes.
a very pretty Azamar.
Yes, please.
Hello, everybody. I am Magdarim. I play the new and improved Moogie, who's now a ascended Azamar because he's pretty little halo above his head.
Moogie 2.0.
Yes, Moogie 2.0. So,
Hi, I'm Dracathio Vergath. I play, I'm RTE Studios, aka PKUSA, playing Dracathio Vergath, your werewolf dwarf creature, and I'm going to pass it off to our doctor.
All right. I play Dr. Vest, tending kobold physician, played by Chris, otherwise known as Pi 3. and I will pass it upward to the Dragonborn.
Ah, yes, hello. So, I am Gearbox. I play as Oldwin Hearth, and of course, Dark Matter when he shows up every now and then as a treat. But either way, a good game, everyone, and now we pass it to our DM as a sign-off.
I am your wonderful storyteller. I play Aya, Shazan, Rags, the dragon, which you don't know what his name is yet. Lady Mary. And I'm sorry we did not have a Dark Matter scene. We will do that at the beginning of our next session, which will happen in 2 weeks. We are going on our holiday break. There will be no episode next week because it is Christmas.
There'll also be
If
no
you-
episode of Shores.
Yeah, sadly. Oldwin.
And in the next week, the week after that is New Year's Day, which again we will not have an episode. We will come back on the 8th of January, and it'll be another Realms game. Hopefully, we'll have more people.
Without further ado, if there's any last-minute statements or anything before we close out.
Nope.
We're good.
You all have a very Merry Christmas if you happen to celebrate that. If you don't, have a happy present day.
Just have it. Just have a good holiday.
Yes,
Lemon.
Christmas, yes.
Happy
How
holidays.
did that happen? We got all the way to here. Thank you, Lemon.
And we'll see you next time. Until then, be empowered to play. Bye, everyone.
See you guys until next time.
Sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all. Step off the edge, I can break your fall. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again. Things you try are things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world, and anywhere it's homebound. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world.